Greetings, community. It's Kevin from 1 2 Comic Talk. I have no idea if anything's working. Tried this a couple times and it wasn't working. I'm trying to get Dylan on here, and I've asked a few people to hang out with me because doing a whole nother drinking comics, and things are not happy. Things are not working. It's really odd. Hey, it's saying I'm good. Cool. So today was an interesting day. Started out waking up at basically 6:30, waiting for my plumber to show up. Hey, there's bodies here. I don't know who they are, but you're here. I see you. And well, once the plumber showed up, I ended up having to have all my ABS removed out, and it's being that the whole family's here. We're putting some weight on that load there to not be too graphic. So yeah, luckily he's a cool guy. He was out of work. He's not working much right now. Um, so we were able to work out a deal and got that done. Today's New Comic Book Day. I, along with Kai, did get to actually receive some books. If you watched earlier, you end up seeing Scarpad, and I end up doing along with Kai, and I think Dylan showed up about halfway through Scarpads, and about a third we only went through of ours. So he got to actually see the majority of the books that we had, which was pretty cool. And yeah, I just jumped around a lot. So I went from the beginning to the end. So I know I'm just kind of babbling. I'm waiting for a few people to kind of show up. I guess I was just kind of looking at the stars there for a moment. The internet's been really weird. I been trying to create a couple of these broadcasts, and things have been just shutting down or not working right, or the addresses has been not going to the right recipients, or the recipients are not able to get onto the site. It's just been really odd. We had set up an interview with Frank Ogle that had written Grief, had written Dead End Kids, and is about to drop, which he's announced officially. No Heroin, the reason why I'm pausing is I believe it's supposed to be on 6/24 is the official release date initially, and now it's obviously a tentative release date because of due to the circumstances. So we'll see how that works out. My point being is that during that stream, we were only seemingly about 2.5 minutes into the stream when they decided to go ahead and shut down on us. So that's wasn't good. Luckily, Christy Shin of Horror Tour Studios was able to put together a live stream for us, and we did it there. We're able to upload it on YouTube later, and yeah, that pretty much salvaged that whole interview, because without Christy, that would have been fucked. It would have been really screwed. For the individual that's hanging out there, cheers. Hope you're doing well. Um, like I said, I received a message from, you don't know why it's not working. Yeah, I'm probably gonna dump this stream, and what I'll end up probably end up doing is see if Dylan can go ahead and create a stream. Oh, he was there, and there he is.
Can't get it to work on my damn computer.
Hey, man.
What's up, boss? It won't work on my computer.
Yeah, that's weird. I do know that I received an email saying that they recognize that there's a problem over with StreamYard, and they recognize, hey, you got a nice cut going on there.
Yeah, just got it.
Nice.
I was on Dustin's channel or Two Brothers channel for about maybe 25 minutes, and I was like, yeah, I just can't. My brother was like, yo, I'll cut your hair, because he was cutting my dad's, and I was like, hell yeah, I needed it real bad. The sides were real long, so I got a fade. And then had my mom used to be a hairstylist. Well, she still is. She just doesn't like get paid for it.
Hmm.
So I had her trim the top because it was way too long on top, man.
It's about the same area I get mine done.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I get this. That's all. I if anything, I keep it long on top, and I always shave it on the sides. Get a fade.
Yeah, I do. I can do that whole Liberty spike thing where the whole spikes way up to there and
Yeah.
old punk days, man.
Oh man. Oh my god, that'd be funny as hell to see. That shit would go up, dude. You'd be as tall as me. I don't know how tall are you? Like 6 foot?
I'm like 5'6".
Oh no way.
Yeah,
Shit,
I'm tiny,
you'd
man.
be my height with the way how long your hair is now if you spiked it up like that.
I'd probably be taller.
Man.
Yeah, because fuck it, it's up there, man. Yeah, I've been growing this shit forever.
How long
Yeah,
you
that's
been?
weird. Like I said, they recognize that they're having problems. I was just about to dump the stream and go fuck it. I was gonna say, hey, why don't you just open one up and see if we can jump on yours?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
probably should have tried that. Wasn't thinking.
No, that's no big deal. I mean, like he said, it's so there's so many people right now that are on.
Yeah.
But that's why it's just clogging it up. That's why
Right.
it even said it gave the duration of time when StreamYard 7 they had their failure was from 12:03 to 12:19 or something like that. So they recognized for a little over 15 and a half minutes that they went down. I was like, yeah, that was right during our fucking interview.
Yeah. Right. Fucking right when we were introducing shit. I thought it was I thought my Wi-Fi was messing up. And I was just like, oh shit, no, we just all got kicked.
I thought I took a power hit.
Yeah.
And then when it turned out to be, because Kai was the one that kept saying, nah, man, server dropped. I'm like, no, no, no. They're like, nah, man, server dropped. I'm like, fuck, no, no, no.
Right. Try to restart the computer. But I figured, man, I'm tired as hell anyway, so I just figured rap for a little bit, get in because I wanted to stay. I didn't want to go to bed too early. I mean, I didn't know it's already almost midnight, but you know how it is. If you fall asleep so early, I'll wake up at like 7 a.m. I want to try to not wake up crazy early, So I was like, might as well keep me busy a little bit. So otherwise, I'll just pass straight out. Like I could hit the bed and just pass out. Dylan could forward the link to him. Right now,
Yeah, I threw it at you, John. I tried to. The only thing I didn't do is hit you on the email. Oh, and I didn't throw it on your fucking. Yeah, if you could, that'd be cool.
I can email it to you right now.
Yeah, John, we've been having problems again on the stream. I don't know if you saw on the interview we made the attempt on, but it's the same thing. StreamYard's dumping on everybody, man.
I just emailed it, John.
Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. You know what? I've already taken a couple of pictures, and I am so in love with the Unsacred cover that I got. And that thing is so fucking fire.
Really? Oh,
yeah, I'm looking at it thinking, I want to get this fucking thing slabbed. This one and the clean white one that she did for the number 1.
Yeah.
I want to get the shit slabbed.
Damn.
I got to get her to sign it though. But even his horn, look at his horn's even all glistening and shit. That's all cool.
I might get it now since I restarted my computer. So Comics Crazy though, he's like, you could pick which one you want here.
So you think you got on the computer? Let's see if you got.
Yeah. Do it like this is better than my phone. Because then I hate having to hold my phone like this,
I trip on how Chaos does it, man, Chris.
I know.
I can't do that either. I'm too lazy or something.
I know. it gets tiring, and then you're just kind of like, it goes down. He just doesn't care. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think he kind of just holds it down. See, I try to like go like that. You know what I mean? Like he kind of just holds it down as if like, I don't know, like he'll be like this and he kind of just does it like that. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not as big, like it's more like doing like that. Oh, thanks, God Tank. Appreciate it, boss.
Yeah, man.
Fresh cut. The
and I decided to wear it down.
I know. I noticed that.
Well, you know why? You know, the reason why I did it is because of you.
Yeah.
Well, because the last time I did an interview on Artist Alley, you're like, "Whoa, did you cut your hair?"
Yeah.
You know, and then I just
Yeah.
flipped the hair around, you know, but I was like, you know what? Fuck that. On this one, I'm gonna wear the hair down because even at work, no one ever sees me with my hair down.
Yeah.
I always keep it, you know,
I know
tied
you
up.
had it all tight. You had it all tucked in, and I was like, "Shit, you get the fresh cut." I was like, "No way, he cut that. He's been growing that for like probably 10 years."
Oh man, no man, my hair's been growing. Okay,
Longer?
I think it was around. I had to recut it when I was 16. So what I did is I let my hair dread up at 16 surfing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can you see? Yeah, in the corner, that's my surfboard. So
Yeah.
I was surfing, and during that time I was like, "Fuck, I can wash it, but I ain't gonna try to comb this shit out. Fuck that."
Right.
So I just dread up. I had all these rad dread knots in there, and I try to at the end of summer get rid of them.
I heard you have to cut it when you do that.
So what I do is I boil. Well,
Once
buddies of
you
mine
get
were like,
dread, you
"Oh,
gotta
you can
to get
boil
rid
it."
of it. You have to shave it. What happened?
Well, buddies of mine were promising, "Oh yeah, if you boil your hair with a bunch of Kenny G vibe. If you boil your hair with a bunch of cream rinse, it'll come right out." And I'm like, "Oh, really?" Oh, okay. You know, I'm 15, 16, somewhere around there. I'm like, "Oh, all right." You know, and yeah, when it got to coming in the back to school, I'm like, "Oh man." So I ended up cutting it to where, I don't know, it was around that ear level. So it was around 16, I stopped really trying to keep it groomed. But also, you know, you got to remember the era that I grew up in. I grew up in that 80s time when everyone had hair up to here, and you know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't a hair metal guy.
Yeah.
You know, I hung out with all the hardcore and punk guys and shit like that, but
Yeah.
everyone had hair.
Yeah. Hey, hair
One
is
way or
good.
another.
Hair is good. You know, even though Rod and Jabroni might pull it off pretty good with the shaved head, or bald head, but they want that hair. Full of,
You know what?
imagine Rod
If you
with
have
imagine Rod with the luscious hair that you got.
You know what? Scarpad had a picture of himself with like long hair on like one of those Instagram filters.
Yeah,
It was fucking awesome.
I think I saw that too. That's so funny. Oh my god. The forgot what else. Oh, that comic's crazy though. He was like, pick which one. And he's like, pick which one between the two covers, and it was the A cover, the homage A cover for Sumerian, or like the 1 in 10 sketch. Shit.
See, and that was the thing, is I knew that the Amish cover, I know that is same with the Army of Darkness. I know that the Amish covers, they're not incentive covers.
Right.
Unless you get the Army of Darkness number 3, 1 in 10, which is the virgin version of that homage. My point being is I know most of these things aren't, but that's not what I want. You know what I mean? I know that, hey, Perry, I sent you a fucking, yeah, he's a psychopath. Perry, I threw a link, man. Jump on there, buddy. So
he's got crazy in his name doesn't mean he's a psychopath.
I like those covers. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why I was even telling you it's easy to fall into that trap of I want every cover.
Right.
Again, you're talking to a guy that I have. One of those things that they used to do back in the early 90s is they force you to buy, let's say what it was, because I have it. It was like Teen Titans A through E. And the idea behind it is when you buy all those number ones, they make a complete set of something. They give you all the cards, they give you the picture, they give you all that shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's what started me on. Okay, now I learned that if you get into that, you always have to buy a copy A, and then you buy what you want. And from there, you either go do what the two brothers have been doing, putting those sets together of like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and all that shit, where they're buying the full sets.
Right.
You either become a full completionist or you buy sets that match, meaning all
Yeah.
eight, all 1 in 10, all homage, because those are the ones that you can tend to turn around and sell as a complete set.
Yeah. So you got that 1 in 10 sketch then?
I didn't.
I don't even think I own a 1 in 10 variant, let alone a sketch cover. So I was like,
Really?
shit.
No. Bullshit. No, you got a couple 1 in 10s. I've seen a couple of your yeah.
One
Because
in
I know that
10.
you've had a couple of covers that I have, and I own a bunch of 1 in 10 incentives. Matter of fact, I think it's the
Somebody sent them to me. I never can get them from my shop. Is what I'm trying to think.
well, I think you got a couple like I did where they didn't realize that that's what they were selling you.
Oh, maybe. And maybe I didn't even know. I don't know. I probably still don't even know. I'm trying to think. I can't recall anything. I'll get the Matinas and stuff, but those aren't 1 in 10s. I don't
I
know.
don't know. You sure they're not doing any? Well, see, with DC and with Marvel, they try to hit you on those 25s. With the indies is where you usually get the 1 in 10s.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I might have a couple I think I have like two Mad Cave and maybe 1 in 10s. I'm not sure. They're like virgin variants.
And speaking of, those incentives, the 1 in 7 for Army of Darkness, that is
Yeah.
an homage, but it's also an homage without Virgin, I think, too.
Right.
But it only has half the cut. They do some fucking funky breakdowns in Dynamite. Like they have a
Yeah.
1 in 5, a 1 in 7, a 1 in 9, a 1 in 11, and you're like,
Yeah. I never for that no heroin. It was like 1 in 5. I've never even heard of that. But I was like, shit, I'll take it because then I can actually maybe get it. You know?
matter of fact, if you want, I can possibly figure out a way that maybe we can go in either because I want to hit my store up and say, hey, look, buy enough. I'll buy an A cover from you, and I'll buy 2 incentives.
Yeah.
That way, that covers 3 books of the 10 books that you would normally buy.
Right. Yeah, because
And
I
then
want
the
an
other
A
ones are
cover
profit
and
for you guys.
I want both. I want both. I want both for the whole 3 issues too.
And that's what I would like to add. See, I would when
But
it
we
wasn't.
don't know.
And that's the thing is we never got the luxury to be able to hit them up and say, hey, are you going to do that on all 3?
Yeah, we should have asked. Fuck.
Well, we didn't know.
Yeah, he might not even know because
after.
yeah, I feel like with Soar, like with Dead End Kids, he would have random like small and a lot of his like he just had that random one yesterday and it sold out in 6 minutes, he said.
Yeah, I was on that. I mean,
25
when I saw it,
and there's small print
within 7 minutes. Yeah. And it shocked him. I knew it was going to fucking go, but I forgot when the time period was. So when I went to the site, I was already like 34 minutes late or something like that. I was like, oh, fuck.
Right. He's so, man, he's so fucking fire, man. Like, it was so cool talking with him because, dude.
I would definitely reach out because it sounded like to me you're about to get a 1 in.
I did. I hit him up on IG. I don't know if I should have messaged him because I told him I want to read that No Heroin. And I want to know, I'm going to review it too, but I want to know, I'll have to wait, I'm sure, like at least maybe a month or so until I can put, I mean, unless it's a non-spoiler review, I don't know. I'm going to ask him either way though, because I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
He kicked down both Brian and Jack with the digital, and Brian is the one that made mention that he received it, but neither one of them actually really brought up anything. They did what I did, which was bait, Frank, and say, "Hey, look, tell us what you can, but I don't want you to get in trouble."
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I dropped the link to Frank if you want to jump on, but we changed it so many times. I don't know if he tried.
Oh, you do? I should send him a new one. But
because he was on Instagram when I dropped it.
Oh, but then
you told me it wasn't working. And I'm like, oh fuck.
I was surprised that he offered that grief book. I'm like, what? I was like, because I want to read that shit so bad too. It's just one issue. with like 3 stories in it,
10.
10 issues,
Well, no, one
One-
issue,
10
10
stories.
separate,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
that all revolve around grief.
Oh my god.
Yeah, in different ways too, like
The way he writes,
alien
like,
depiction, just a different way to view. How should I say? A different
What up,
perspective
Mike?
from, you know what I mean, than just a single way of looking at it.
yeah,
You know, the way he views stuff is like
crazy. And the way he puts it into his books is like absolutely, it's like poetry, man. In a
well,
way.
you know what? I think it's something that resounds. Is that right? With people that kind of grew up streetish. You know, if
Yeah.
you get it or if it means something to you, it's probably because of how you grew up.
Right. Yeah. No
And
doubt.
me,
No doubt.
like him, you know, my mom was always partying, and my
Yeah.
dad wasn't. He already had a different family. He was around. He would visit. He kicked down money, and he was there when we needed him. You know, shoes, things like that. But
Right.
he had a different family.
Yeah.
So,
So usually that was probably his main priority.
well, it's just a matter of I kind of relate with what Frank was saying. Is, you know, I grew up in similar circumstance. We never had money.
Yeah.
I mean, South Central is straight east this way, dude. I grew up on the corner of Inglewood Avenue and Compton. I mean,
I already know
everyone in
that's
the United
good.
States knows what the fuck that is, and you don't even have to fucking live here. You know what I mean?
I already know. I know it.
So I mean, I you know, like him, like he was saying, you know, that's why I mean, I think I'm able to relate to his stories. Is it's something that I lived. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
didn't. So he's saying this shit and going, I'm just like you were saying. You know, you were just, it was like listening to one of your friends talk because it's all the
Yeah.
shit that you've kind of heard growing up.
Yep. Oh, that's why I was like, Kevin's probably gonna think I'm being weird. And it wasn't even that I was tired. I don't know. But for like the first 10 minutes, I didn't even know I was in the stream. Because I was like, what the hell? And then I felt like I was hitting buttons, and then it said I was like removed from the stream, or maybe it was like was I making myself like big? Was I able to change that myself?
No, that was Christy trying to figure out how to get herself in there, and she really couldn't do it.
I thought that was me.
All she could do was almost like host it. You know, it was,
I was like,
really,
what the hell?
It was odd.
But,
well, it was because she didn't have the time to prepare it.
Yeah.
You know, and I think what she tried to do is go to her normal setup.
Yeah.
Because she does her lunch hour from 12:30 to 1:30 every day.
Right.
So it broke into her normal thing. I think she tried to get into her thing and then augment what she had to work for us. And she's sitting there going, what the fuck? That's why at one point I'm like, I couldn't say anything because I knew that she was, I mean, without her, we would have been scrambling, and it might have got to a point that Frank would have said, fuck it. Because 4 hours later, he was on with Source Point doing another 2-hour stream with them.
Shoot.
Yeah, I was on with Source Point watching his stream. And last night he was doing his announcement stream. And then, so he's been everywhere. And I know he's been talking to
Facebook, on the Facebook stream, you said it?
Yeah.
I saw him announce that on because I have him on like a new I'm signed up on his newsletter thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like, damn, I miss that cover. Wonder how much that cover was selling for. I like the 1 in 5 though a lot. How much was it?
20.
Oh shit. Been like 30 with shipping.
That's why I like the 1 in 5 also. And he's, you know, I basically told him I wouldn't mind one of the other ones, and he said he had a few off to the side for himself for signings.
Yeah. So
hey,
you never know. So there's probably like 30 to 30 at least made. Yeah, I know that grief. I was about to be like, shit, if you for real gonna hook your boy up with one, I was like, maybe throw a little Sharpie on there.
Absolutely. Oh, he's such a cool guy, and he knows what it takes to make all forms of the market work. Meaning the absolute reader, the absolute variant individual, the absolute hardcore collector that wants nothing but to slab it, the absolute hardcore flipper. He gets all those. He really does.
You could tell he's just a hardcore collector himself. Look at that amazing bookshelf behind him. I was like, what? I was like, we might not be able to get into all this. Look at that damn book. I was like, that's gonna be a huge question right there. Could go for days
And
with that bookshelf.
if you go back, and I invite everyone in the stream to do so, go back, and it's not just to plug the stream, but if you go back in that stream and you look behind him, you
Did
look
you
at all
upload
those
it?
books. He even said that that's just a portion.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, now let me explain this to you. What he said is a portion, is a phrase. That's what he said he had to sell. He said in the Simple Man's Comics interview that he had to sell a portion of his omnibus books to pay for Grief and Dead End Kids.
Shit.
So I can only imagine how many books he sold that were only a few. He said some of them were like, the impression I got, some of them were only like a limited to 100 of their type, and some of those omnibuses, dude, they're $300, $400, $500 a pop.
Bet you sold a couple of them shelves, man. At least one or two of them shelves. Like, you saw how there were those big tall shelves. Bet you sold at least like 2 or 3 even, man. It costs, man. And Dead End Kids had a pretty decent sized print run. He said like 3,000, and then I think he's had more throughout the time, and then with the trades now, and then that's not even counting Grief. Dude.
Right. And the thing is on the secondary market, that's why it was going for so much. That's why he got a kick out of buying one of those slabs as it was on its way down. I couldn't imagine being that schmuck selling it either.
Oh my God. So funny. So funny. I'm like, I was like, you bought your own book off eBay, slabbed up. So funny. So cool though.
I remember when he did it, and I don't know if Drew did the same thing, but meaning I don't know if he bought the book. I knew that Drew went out and had a book, and meaning not Drew, David Boer.
Yeah.
I knew that he had a book. I don't know if he got it pressed. I assume that he did, and he had that thing slabbed. Now I don't know if he did it himself or if he had someone on the side do it, or if he actually bought it that way. I wanted to ask. But I've been noticing that individuals that know that they have limited print runs, that know that they are doing well beyond the secondary market of just flipper books, are buying their own books for that very reason, know that it's a limited print run. Sometimes unknowingly they sell their own shit to the point that they forget to hold one.
Yeah. Shoot, that would be crazy. But I'd be like, yo, Source Point, print me up one more, man.
But that means you're getting a second printing.
Yeah, true. Well, Dead End Kids 1 did get a second printing. Dude, there was like chrome covers for that shit, or foil covers for those too. I wish I would have got, man. There was some really cool. There was a lot of cool covers though. Like Dead End Kids issue 1 had a lot of cool covers. Like he had a couple retailer incentive exclusives that I remember, and I wanted to order them, but at that time I was like, man, I don't want to just order one. I want to get the whole series. So then I think at one point, like, you could only get like 1 and 3. Like for some reason, 2 was really hard to get, and then because they didn't make a second printing, they only made a second printing for 1.
Well, what it was is by the time the issue number 2 came out, it was already FOC had already came.
Yeah.
So you can't already put another order in for the print run. It was already there and done. Same thing with Kanto. That's why issues 1 and 2 are so rare. Is by the time that they realized the popularity was there, it was already too late to put in, more run on the second issue.
Yeah. And it's funny too, because my shop had it, and somehow I didn't grab it because I wasn't in my indie phase yet. And then I heard how amazing it was. It was like Stand By Me, and I was like, dude, I got to get this. And my boy Gem Mint actually hooked me up with that set, and that shit, like, is so awesome, man. Like, I love that book. So
Greetings, John.
Hey, how you guys doing?
What's up, John?
Yeah, I'm well, man. By the way, cheers.
Cheers to you, yeah. I'm finishing up my cocktail here.
Nice.
How are you tonight, John?
I'm a very sweet guy. I like my margaritas, so.
I do a rum and Coke usually.
Oh, all right.
Nice and sweet. I was just talking about this on my channel a little bit ago.
Monstrous.
That
What company put that
I've
out?
been wanting
Vault?
to get into.
That's an image.
That's Image?
Yeah.
How is it?
It's crazy, man. The artwork in here is wild. This is some of the best artwork you're gonna find. I mean, it's got a manga anime kind of style in some of the sequences.
Oh,
Yeah.
stop
But,
it! I gotta see this.
It's just wild. I'm trying to find some of the like a couple of the splash pages here. I keep
I just got this. I didn't get no books for the last 2 weeks. But I
hey,
got
that's a
this.
great book.
I can't wait to dive in. Oh, well, I've already read issue 1, so.
Yeah, I also don't want to have
Well, yeah,
I wish I owned the singles, but this trade is actually really cool. I'm because I don't own any Boom Studios like trades, so I was actually interested to see how good it would come out. It's a good quality cover and everything. Paper is really nice.
Oh,
So.
wow.
There's just so much detail work.
Wow.
Like every brick.
Damn. You know how long that shit probably took them?
Right? I mean, every brick gets a little bit of art, a little color flavor.
That
I'm
probably
trying to
took
bring it
you
big there. There we go.
forever.
Sorry. I just had it in focus there.
That is absolutely amazing, dude. Wow.
That's time.
Yeah, it's an insane amount of time. Now, again, it does have that side of like kind of manga. I was saying quality, like the faces are very anime, very simple, not a lot of lines, big eyes, you know.
Yo, what's up, two brothers?
Just gorgeous all around. There is some there's a little digital, but it's usually not a whole lot. I mean, it's just this.
See, I like that type of shit. I really like that shit.
That shit is awesome.
You know,
and
you
that's
love
when,
that.
when I describe immersive, lush stuff, it doesn't always have to pop. Sometimes that's what I mean by bringing you in. You know what I mean? It really draws you in.
Yeah, it's really, and it's dark, it's violent, it's it's creepy. I mean, the opening page has the main character, female girl character, is being sold as a slave. She's only got like half of one arm. She's like naked, but her hair is covering. She's like, it's really like it's intense, but it's awesome. Yes, I do like it. Perry, I just got done talking about how I liked it for an hour.
Hey Perry, nice job, mother. You wait. Why aren't you live right now? Thanks.
I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't you guys realize that?
He's been cutting back on the live shows.
Yeah.
Well, then come on, Perry.
He doesn't like hanging out. He doesn't like hanging out with me anymore. Damn asshole. I guess I've been making fun of him too much. I'm sorry, bro. I thought you had alligator skin. I was just kidding. I never meant anything I said. It was all for show.
Oh, he said, who loved that book? Yes, Smurf. I know Comic Smurf loved Monstrous a ton. And I bought all 4 trades before I'd even read any.
That far in. Oh, wow.
This is trade number 1. It's enormous. It's huge.
Yeah.
I've only read the first, but I bought all 4 before the Corona, so I just have something good to read.
Nice.
I bought it.
You filled up like a short box full of trades, didn't you?
Yeah, here's all my East or West. I haven't read all of these.
Oh, I want to read that bad. That's why I was glad
I'm thinking when this is all over, I might just start shipping these out to people to enjoy.
Yeah, I'm trying to find trades to order still, but some of them won't. You won't get them. You won't get them for like 2 weeks. Oh shit, that looks awesome.
Jason Aaron,
Indian Country.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That looks like something I would really dig.
And I just finished reading the first 2 trades of the other Jason Aaron book, Southern Bastards, which is crazy.
Yeah.
This is just like down home country justice and football. A ton of like Friday Night Lights kind of stuff.
Wow.
I don't even like football, and I was like, dang, this is amazing.
There's football in it?
Oh, it's like the second trade is like football on almost every page because it's about it's about this small crooked town that's being run by this crime family in the South, and the head of the family is just known as coach because he coaches the local high school football team. and his like heavy like thugs are like former players or current linebacker kids that just go around beating the crap out of people. Yeah, I don't know much about Country, Two Brothers.
I have no idea.
I'm not claiming I do. I'm just claiming that I love the like nature of it, the way they lay it out.
Aesthetic.
Yeah, Walking Tall is a good comparison.
Well, yeah.
Explained. The first trade is all about this guy.
Like Walking Tall.
He's coming back to the town after being gone a long time, and his dad is famous for having this beat everybody up stick, and he takes the stick and he starts beating on people with it, very Walking Tall style.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
That's straight out. Now, you think it's an homage to it, or you think it's just someone just didn't know?
Sure, it's an homage for sure. But that's not the full story. So that's just the first trade. The second trade flips it, and you get time spent with Coach. The villain of the first trade is almost the hero of the second trade.
Wow. I like that.
And then the third trade is a side character that we hadn't really seen much of comes in, and she's going to be the lead in the third trade, which I have to pick up because these two were so freaking good. And then I don't know, Descender. Have you guys read Descender?
No, I haven't.
I've never heard of it.
This might be my favorite of all.
Ascender.
Yes, Ascender is the sequel.
Oh, okay.
Descender. It's Jeff Lemire and Dustin Nguyen. It's a future where robots are hiding out because people view them as they're going to destroy the world, and all these galaxies were destroyed by robots, and so the remaining humans are battling the robots that are left. And so I've read the first two. This, of all the ones I've just talked about, this is probably the one I'm most interested to finish, and I've got all the trades. I've got all 6 volumes for this one. So I'm just building this pile, baby, little by little.
Yeah, you are.
Just reading up a storm.
I wish I would have ordered a couple of indies last week, because now it's like a delay. You won't get them until like the 20th or the 26th, and I'm like, I ain't trying to wait that long.
Well, I think also you got to take in consideration John was tapping into some hardcore paranormal shit, because I mean, you know how difficult it was to sit there and capitalize on the fact that people were off in deals, right? Because you were getting those deals, right? The 40% deals, 50% deals.
My LCS always gives
you got them from your
customers 30%, but then they were trying to get people to come in their shop a week ago or 2 weeks ago when they were running out of customers. And so they were offering some discounts, and I went in, I got some of these for 50, some of these for 40, and some for my 30% discount, depending on where it's at. So I got a lot of deals on a bunch of these. Some of them I've had, like the Scalped I've had for a long while. I just never got around to reading it.
Wow. Yeah. Scalp sounds like something I'd really like. I like that old school, like Indian.
Well, it's not like a cowboy and Indian. This is like Indians, like now, the reservations now, and it's a Native American guy who gets out of prison, goes back to his hometown.
Really?
And it's like the casino, and the Indians that run the casino are like running the town, and he doesn't like the corruption that the way they're running his town, and he's got to decide like how does he stop what's going on.
It's funny, both of those Southern Bastards and Scalped used the way. I would have never thought that they were about that. I would have thought Southern Bastards was like a Western. You know what I'm saying? Like an old school Western. And I thought Scalped was just like straight old school Indian stuff. Like, I don't know, like maybe cowboys in there, or just like Indians hunting motherfuckers and scalping them.
And both of those are Jason Aaron, the guy that did all those great Thor runs. He nails them. I like both of them a bunch. From what I've read, I like both of them a bunch. Perry, you're asking about Lemire's Animal Man. I've read so little of Jeff Lemire. I have a whole bunch of things I could go and read.
I read Lemire. Grant Morrison's Animal Man is like classic.
Yeah, the only
Lemire Animal Man is Vertigo. So who did that? I didn't even read it.
I don't know.
I'd have to go back and see what
this is basically the only Jeff Lemire I've had experience with. I even have issue 1. I bought a signed copy from an LCS near me that was signed by the author. No, sorry, signed by the artist, signed by Dustin Nguyen. And then I took it to Baltimore because I heard Lemire was going to be there, and then I had him sign it. So it's I got a nice double signed copy.
Oh, I love that.
It's a beautiful. I mean, it's this. This is the cover for issue 1. It's just like this. So all this great black. You could get a silver Sharpie on here, and it just looks amazing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. So I'm glad that the book is as good as I thought it was. When I saw that cover and everybody told me it was good, I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy this. My LCS had it for like $15. And issue number 1 of Image that's this old, like, why not? For $15 and it's signed, I just bought it. And then I got it double signed. So now it's 2 double signed. And the read is so good. It's amazing. If you love like funny unusual robots, creative and odd robots and war and stuff, like you're going to dig it. It's just cool.
Sounds fun. Delano. Has anyone ever heard of Jamie Delano?
Jamie Delano. Doesn't sound familiar.
Did a Vertigo, and it was the original run, I guess, of the Animals Man. So it was a 1993. So Animal Man number 57. It was the first appearance of something, but Jamie Delano was writing it, and supposedly that whole arc was really well. I have it. I never read it.
Huh.
I have so much from those late 80s up into early 90s books of 2, 3, 4 sets of stuff, and some of it I never even read. I bought into all that shit that people were, at that time. But some of the books actually turned out okay. You know what I mean? I end up buying Amazing Spider-Man 298, 99, 300, all that back then for like, $2, $3, $5.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And now look what they're worth, So
I will say, like, I was thinking at one point, like about a year ago, I never got around to it. I probably won't ever, but I was thinking about doing a show that was about blind spots, because I feel like every collector has those times. Hi, TJ. I just jumped over here because I saw Kevin went live and with Dylan, and I love hanging out with these guys. Oh, and Kai's there too. Hi, Kai.
Hey.
And I thought it would be funny. We all
all
have those eras where we just weren't collecting. Like, oh, I had a kid and I had to stop. Or, oh, I was in college and I couldn't collect. Or I got a new job and I was just working so much I couldn't collect. And we all have those little blind spots that it's kind of fun when you go back in. And so for me, Jeff Lemire is this huge blind spot that he started being popular right at the time when I wasn't collecting. And I just missed out on a bunch of his great stuff. TJ's teasing me because I didn't let him know that I was on. I'm supposed to always let TJ know when I'm on a show.
Okay, that I didn't know.
Yeah, he's making fun of me.
You got to report to him?
He likes to follow us around, wherever we go.
Well, hey TJ, I'd love to have you on here, man. I mean, God, I would even love to just sit and watch one of your slab run-throughs, man. I'd like to go on a small little tour. I swear I would. God.
Did you hear he was on with the Downright Nerdy podcast last weekend on their Saturday show, and they were talking about CGC. It was great. If you guys didn't catch TJ on the Downright Nerdy podcast, you missed out. It was great.
God, that sounds fun.
Yeah. He did it because Michael at the Downright Nerdy podcast was doing a discussion of CGC. And it was like a point counterpoint thing. He had on a gentleman 2 weeks ago, and then like a con, and then he had TJ discussing the pro side of CGC, and it was a really great discussion. Bueller, hello to you, sir.
And I actually, speaking of Bueller, and then speaking of slabs and all this, he had an episode where he spoke about that, and I made comment, and one of the things I had brought up is, because some people are hardcore slab people, some people are total anti, and, and I'm not saying any one person's right. What I had made mention to Trav is that for me, as many reasons that you can find, or as many people as you can find to or not to have certain books slabbed is my own reasoning, meaning a certain book I slab because it was a moment that I'm actually encapsulating with Kai. Another reason why I slabbed the book is because I knew that if I preserved it at this point, now that it was already 45 years old, it can no longer at least degrade anymore. When it comes to buying a book, I don't have to sit there and guess what I'm receiving. You know what I mean? And I can go on and on and on the pros and the cons.
Yeah.
What I'm getting at
is personal, right?
It's
personal.
so diverse, and I love talking to people about this because of the diversity of the things that I don't even think of. You know what I mean?
Well, and I did my first official submission to CGC just this last year, and I'm in the midst of I'm really bummed because I was hoping to send a second round here at this point, but I'm not obviously doing that. But the books that I picked were in two categories. And it was the books that I wanted to keep and protect for me. And that was a smaller group. And the books that I wanted to slab so that when and if I sell them, I would be able to tell the person I'm selling it to, this is the grade. At some point, somebody felt like this. It was a 9.6 or whatever. And we can bargain at that price point, you know? So for me, it was for the person I was sending it to.
Sure. Yeah, and my favorite story I like to hear was the story about it was either like a Superman #1 or a Batman number. It was something of that, nature. The buyer was arguing of the grade, and the seller was not going to go ahead and lower the standard of the grade to meet the price that the buyer really was basically asking for the book.
Yeah.
So to prove the fact that it wasn't at the grade that the buyer was stating that it was, they decided, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to go ahead and let CGC take care of it then. So after the seller paid for the amount, they end up charging the buyer almost another $1 million more for that same book.
Wow, because it came back higher.
Right, because of the grade that it received.
There you go.
The buyer still bought the book.
Wow. But see, it's a peace of mind, The first 9.8 that I ever bought for myself was a Secret Wars 8. And I have a Secret Wars 8 Raw that I've loved and read, but I was like, you know what? I want that book in the perfect condition. And knowing that it was in that 9.8 white pages, like I felt good and confident about buying it, as opposed to like buying a raw after raw after raw and submitting and hoping this one will be the 9.8. This one will be, I was like, I'm going to skip all of that drama and I'm going to hunt for one. And I got an insane deal on it. I bought it at the perfect time, the perfect copy. But yeah, there's something good about that. And I will feel good selling the ones that I want to sell, knowing that I can say, hey, maybe they got it wrong when they graded it, but I pressed it. I had somebody press it. I had somebody clean it. And this is the grade that it is at this point.
Sure. And again, and I realized that what we're also talking about in some regards is attachment, right?
Yeah.
Even if we want to release it at some point, what we're saying is we've become attached to whatever this is to the extent that we're willing to put forth this effort to get this to be at this level of pristine.
Right.
And it's the reason because we care so much about whatever that is. We've given it a story. Whatever it is, the story is given to us, we've also given it an additional one, right? So that's also a justification because, some people, and depending on who you talk to, we can also go on the deep end and go, well, that person taxidermy stuff, and and it's like, well, is that nuts? Well, it is, being that it was grandpa, but no, I mean, and you can see what I'm getting at is it really kind of dictates what it is and who you are, depending on justifies what you're doing. So when it comes to slabbing, not slabbing, or how you're able to preserve certain things for whatever reason it is, dictates the person and how you value whatever that is.
Absolutely.
Which I'm now learning Kai's the one, and I had this conversation with JB, keeping me in check. I still get a little deep on the buying, but Kai's the one now saying, all right, you want to play that game? I'm going to start separating these books and show you the ones that we're now going to start having to sell.
Well, and that
I'm
was
like,
the thing.
oh.
Like knowing that I needed to sell books and that I wanted to get books cleared from my collection, I also wanted to feel like, you know what, this book is worth a lot of money in a 9.6. You mispronounced your name.
I love that.
Knowing that it's worth a lot of money in a 9.6 or 9.8, I want to ensure that I get the most in my return and that the customer who buys it gets the most for their money. And that's only going to happen with those key books when they're slabbed. So I pulled out, that first, I think Dylan and I were talking about the first appearance of Null in Venom 3. I've talked to the boy at 7 about I bought an Avenging Spider-Man 9, which is the first Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. And I bought that like years ago. And I was like, I think it's a nice one. And I got it slabbed. Getting those as a 9.8, I was like, wow, I can sell these and feel confident in my return on investment and people's getting good deals.
I want to get that God of Thunder 6, the cameo of Null.
I just got it.
It.
No,
Thank you to Backseat
Burns.
I was on a show with him and he was like, yeah, I just got all these books back. I'm going to CGC some of these. I'm going to sell some of these. And he's showing them off. And I'm like, I want it. Mm-hmm. And he gave me a bulk price and I just bought all of them. And
I bought Thunder's like too expensive. It's some BS.
Oh man, it's crazy. I bought God of Thunder 2 and 6.
Yeah.
And I bought
there's that Gore. I think that's Gore.
Yes, exactly. It's Gore the God Butcher and the Necro Sword.
Yeah. Oh, that's first Necro Sword?
It is, yeah.
Shit. Yeah, Burns just got issue 6 too.
That's right. That's the significance of that is the Necro Sword. Yeah, and that's what ends up splitting the island, and supposedly it's going to play a new big key on these upcoming roles. One rumor is that's one of the things that speculating by around Thor 10 after we play with this whole Black Winter thing and we get into a whole nother arc.
Yeah. He said that he's got some fucking nuts shit. He said that this first story arc is like
rumored to start coming in.
Yeah, he said that the fucking next arc is going to be some of the craziest shit he's ever done. I know some people always say he hypes the shit up, but I think that we're in for a fucking treat.
Oh yeah, for sure. And this was the big book he was holding for me for a long time, which is the first appearance of Guy Gardner as Green Lantern, which I'm slowly getting the Green Lanterns, like as many of them as I can. I'm not going to ever be able to afford Hal Jordan or the early Green Lantern Golden Age, but I can get some of the ones like I've got John Stewart now, and I've got Guy Gardner. So little by little, I'm going through and snagging some of these because I just think the Green Lanterns are freaking awesome. So,
oh yeah,
you have all the original Guy Gardners. He said.
I just have that one. That was the first. I'm getting the first appearances, is what I'm getting.
Right. Oh, okay. You have the first of the ongoing series of his stuff, or no?
I don't. No, I don't. I've just been grabbing the keys like that as I go along. I like in the world of DC. I'm a big Robin, Batman, and Green Lantern fan right now.
Nice.
Biggie says you don't know that, John. What don't I know? I don't know a lot of things. There's definitely a lot I don't know.
I have the first 5 of the original Guy Gardner 1992, all in 9+ conditions. I've never read a single one.
Right.
You and I need to talk.
Yeah, we'll talk. There's no rush.
But because my buddy forced me to buy these things back in the day. He owned the comic shop. I knew a bunch of people till this day. I still do. But he owned a shop, and he's like, "You have to buy these. This is his first ongoing series. You have to buy these." Okay. So I bought stuff that I had no idea, and they still to this day I don't have any attachment to that. So, man, if you're buying that shit, they need to go to someone like you.
Chaos in Comics always makes fun of me being a Robin fan. I like the idea of Robin. I always think Robin's cool. I like all the Robins. I think it's.
I like Robin too. I always have since I was a kid.
because I always wanted to be Robin. I wanted to be like, I get to hang out with Batman and fight bad guys. I didn't want to wear the tights and the stuff, but I wanted to hang out with.
I mean, if we're picking, I'd definitely rather be Batman, but Robin's still cool.
I don't want to be Batman. Always gets this. I mean, obviously, one of the Robins got killed, but like, I didn't want to be Batman. Batman, always, he's too serious. I grew up with. For me, it was always Tim Drake was the Robin that I first kind of knew, and he was always a little funnier. He was always a little more playful. And then I got into the Dick Grayson stuff, and I like Dick Grayson a lot. I just think they're a fun group. And then, of course, you've got Jason Todd, who I've just sort of been reading Red Hood lately, and getting him as just like the Punisher of the DC universe. He's a badass.
Badass.
Right.
I love Jason.
Or Damian, obviously.
Damian's
been really being Robin is the fact that you're not having to brood over the city every night. You can just sit there and look at him going, what the hell are you sniveling about every fucking night?
I've enjoyed Damian. Sometimes he seems like a snot-nosed brat, but I do enjoy Damian.
He's absolutely a little brat. He's hilarious, though.
Yeah,
like the Super Sons.
I love Teen Titans. Yeah, Super Sons is one I want to buy and trade really bad.
It's funny. It's great. It's a really good read. I've read the first volume, and the girls are still. They won't let me read the second volume yet. They've got
I heard the first one's amazing. I heard the second one is as well. I think the first is supposed to be a little better, but they're both supposed to be really good.
It's all right. I get it. Robin's not for everybody, but I feel like everybody has their DC.
I don't know. I'd say Robin over Nightwing probably, but Nightwing is badass.
Nightwing is cool.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd still say it depends on. I love how that Robin costume in the Titan show. I think the Robin costume was better than the Nightwing costume.
Yeah.
Look at Barry, God damn it, jump on the goddamn fucking show, would you? What the hell?
He's so lazy. He's this is the original Robin stream.
Chris, Chaos and Comics, I totally agree. The original Robin costume is ridiculous. And that meme, there's that meme where it's like Batman's like, I wear black so criminals won't shoot at me. And Robin wears bright yellow so criminals won't shoot at me.
We're not talking about the 66 show with Adam West Chaos. We're talking about, come on, man.
I like the later Robin costumes.
Yeah.
But I like the stories. I think Dick Grayson's story of his parents' death, and I love Robin Year One. That comic book is amazing. I love the version of Dick Grayson in the animated series with the Two-Face storyline is phenomenal. That is so killer. And I love what they did taking the Dick Grayson from the comics and moving him into Nightwing. I like the way Wolfman and Perez did that storyline in Teen Titans. That's just killer. And then, of course, I like what they've done with Jason Todd. I like what they've done with Damian. I think these stories are really just cool.
Yeah, and if you think about it, when the original storyline was made up, the idea behind it is when they created this character that was so hardcore, what they want to do is they want to kind of humanize him. You know what I mean? So by having a kid that had lost his family and all that you can still have this guy having this battle of when I fight crime, I have to be this hardcore, vigilante. But then when I'm at home, I have to grapple with the fact that I have to be this father figure and this mogul. I mean, it's not even a two-sided die. It's a three-sided one that he was constantly flipping around, and it was an identity crisis that allowed Wayne to have almost a root, and the root was this sniveling little kid.
Yeah, and also
and the one that
it was able to you were able to go back to the birth of Bruce Wayne as Batman and look at he lost his parents and what did it do to him. Here's an alternative, somebody who lost his parents and what did it do to him, and having a parent figure who understands that and does something functional with it versus Bruce not having that guiding force. He only had Alfred giving him advice, and Alfred didn't have any knowledge of what that was like. Alfred couldn't relate to that experience. So it was very different. And again, like you're saying, it was a humanizing tool for sure.
Which was smart, especially in the beginning when they originally were writing it. It was allowing them to also pass on the what is that when you're doing a relay race?
The baton.
Because if you think about it, because if you think about it, that's what also Alfred was telling Bruce in the first stories is, hey, look, I was forced to raise you. And now that you're a man, you need to kind of grow up. And he's like, what do you mean? I have all these responsibilities. Going, yeah, but you're shooking the idea of being someone real. And by taking care of this kid and giving him a father figure is the only way that you're going to be able to be someone outside of this vigilante that you would rather identify with.
Exactly.
You know, that was again the idea behind that. So I get that people can look at the character and go, look at this sniveling little character. But if you look at the symbolicness of what the character is, it goes beyond a sniveling little kid. You know,
right? Exactly. Absolutely. I was gonna grab. Have you guys read Robin Year One? Let me grab those.
I don't think.
Yeah.
So.
But I remember that was also a good read.
You did get that. You did get that uploaded. The Artist Alley for today.
Yeah.
Nice.
Matter of fact, dude, don't let me speak. Let me see if I can do it now.
I messaged him and he read it, but he ain't messaged me back. I saw he seen it. But you know what? Maybe I went too far by sending him my address. But he said that he would send it to me, so I was just like, "Here's my address, email if you want to."
Well, he's been busy, man.
Hey, I know it. He
was up as early as I was, and I was up at 6:30 this morning.
I figure he'll probably get back to me tomorrow or the next day, whenever it's cool with me, bro. I don't care. I just want me. I want to read No Heroine, and I want to read that Grief. Woo. I've been waiting for that for like.
Well, that's what I mean.
As soon as you told me about him doing that, I saw him post a picture, and I was like, "What is this?" And you told me, and I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be crazy." Because Dead End Kids, like I told you, was my favorite. So I've been excited as hell. So I know it takes some time for he's been working on that for what 2 years. It made it seem like he said. I think.
Yeah, that's what kind of tripped me out, man. It was a long duration there.
Right.
You know what? The fucking hair's a hit, isn't it?
You're blowing people's minds. I love Biggie Jack.
I did for so long, and then people see. Even my wife, she was like, "What's with the hair?"
Yeah,
but I'm like, it's me. I think I've had this thing forever.
But that's why I was just like, I know he's so busy, so I just sent it all in one message. So it's like, you got it, and if you're gonna do it, I don't gotta blow you up for it and bug you. It's just in one message, and there you go, boss. So I know he's busy as hell, dude. Even with everything going on, he's probably even more busy now because he's doing everything. And
no one's doing anything, so everyone's reaching out to each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
I heard though that the comic creators still have to keep writing, so it's not like they're not.
Well, I don't know how that's going to work because at some point they're going to have to catch up with them, right? I mean,
because they still got to put their books out. Like even once this ends, like Marvel's still going to be releasing books, so it's not like they're just getting a break. They're like, yo, you can write from home, and that I'm sure a lot.
Well, and I was talking to Scarpcat about that, and there's a plus, there's a minus. As a speculator, there's a lot to gain. Hey, where do you go with the books?
Yeah, I know. Try grabbing more.
I am that bad, dude. I can't type. It's painful. I agree. That's why, you know what? That's a big reason why Kai helps out in doing the show. He's the tech guru. I'm the idiot. I'm here for just comic relief. But what the fuck was I doing? Oh, yeah. I was gonna see if I can nope, don't want to do that. Oh, that's what he's saying about that to me. Oh, I got it.
He had advanced copies. I'm like, shoot. I was like, send me and Kev some advanced reader copies. I want a physical.
Damn right.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you see that, like the pink and that logo? I think, what is it, like the two needles, like that or whatever, like the two syringes, like in a cross shape or in an X shape, 2 syringes and with the No Heroine. Yo, Source Point
Dude.
Press, they do really good, like with their books, the material of their books, like the covers. They do like front and back artwork. They do artwork on the inside panel of the book. There's I don't know, like Source Point Press, they do really good with the like material. I don't know where I have my Dead End Kid book. Oh, Chaos Dead End Kids. That Source Point Press book that came out. What was it, last year? I don't know if I have them.
Dead End Kids, yeah, came out last year. Finished up in around July, I want to say. So I think it came out around May. I recall.
Oh, I think I got them in here actually.
Hey, Dylan, check your phone.
All
Let's see if you got something on your Facebook.
Okay. Oh,
This,
okay.
anyway,
Yeah.
for those in the chat that haven't read it, they just re-released Robin Year One in a trade. Chuck
Did they?
Dixon and Scott Beatty and Javier Pulido. It's very much like Batman Year One, but set a little bit later to give you Robin's first year. I love the Two-Face stuff. I love Two-Face as a villain, so I think it's really great.
Me too.
It's a fun throwback to the art style that Mazzucchelli did for Year One. I think it's really kind of cool, really simplistic, but animated series style kind of stuff. I can't recommend it enough. Pick it up.
Awesome. Come on. It's almost like the 20-second rule or a 2-minute rule with Jigs. Almost not bad. Yeah, I actually I was on earlier and Kai and I, we got some art books in. So I am so looking forward to finally getting into some. Oh, there's your Dead End Kids.
Nice.
I love the way this one was. I don't know. Like when I was reading it, I was like, man, even like the lettering on the inside cover. I love the way that they.
Well, that's why, if I recall, he kept the letterer. He loves the letterer, so he kept the letterer. The cover artist of Dead End Kids is now the artist
Juan Reinhardt.
for Heroin.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like everything he stepped up one more level. You know what I mean? I'm totally digging what he's doing. He's doing it. Everything is so. He's so methodical. I love it. He takes these methodical incremental steps of moving up the ladder, and it was so weird because when he jumped on the ladder, he was already 4 rungs up. You know what I mean? Most people, it takes him so long to get there, and he's just, I'm here. It was pretty wild. And when people really get to see what No Heroin is, how it comes across, how he talks about the reality of drug addiction with the fantasy of vampires, and how it's gripping, and it's enjoyable, and it's pathetic and fucked up, and it's really written really well.
It really is. And in 3 issues, it's not like long and drawn out. Like he gets it, and it's like he has a great way of telling a story in 3 issues. Like, I don't know how he does it.
What I like about
and
the art in here
quick, it just feels perfect.
Is the softness of the art. All the art is it's like gentle, and it asks you to go ahead and remember a year that was far away type of feel, and when you're reading the book, it comes across as a late 70s, early 80s type of feel.
Yeah.
Which is pretty neat to capture as an artist, that you can actually just depict it and grab it and conjure that idea and that feel. It's damn impressive.
Yeah. Yo, Chaos, dude, you haven't read that? You haven't read this? Dude, you got to get the trade. I think he just said that the trade came out. It's like literally probably one of my favorite indie books. Literally. Like,
I just forwarded the link to Perry.
I did too.
Oh, okay. I did too. Drop it.
I did too.
I was just about to
Barry,
chat because he's
son
like,
of a
"Hey,
bitch.
link." I'm like, "Dude,
Hey,
yeah,
stop playing with our emotions, Harry. Stop asking for the link when you know I
yeah."
said 10 minutes ago.
I definitely need more Perry for sure. He dropped. I don't know if you guys
So
saw. Perry dropped 2 videos today.
Did
I
He
didn't see
dropped.
the second.
Oh,
He did one where he did a whole comic book news without comic books dropping what was the news, and he used his new green screen. He did this whole video. It was great. And then, but the one I liked was the one he dropped later. Crud. Now I'm sorry. I've been drinking. I'm trying to remember what
You
the
and me
other
both.
crap. It was the one I gave him compliments for.
yeah, Barry doesn't watch me
It was
anymore.
the year in review. Yeah, it was like 1 year later. He went back to 2019 and looked at April of 2019 and what videos dropped in 2019. He made this like smash up where you put a bunch of video clips together to look back. It was a fun little like yearbook of 2019. It was cool.
Oh, Rob Worst. Were you saying you wanted a link?
Thank you, Immortal Biggie Shack.
Yeah.
Biggie Shack's on it. Thank you, Biggs. I appreciate it, brother.
Quick,
Rob,
Yeah,
Barry,
you know
here.
what,
Let's
Brett,
talk
that you're
crap
going to
about
do that. I'm glad you did. It was entertaining. I did get to see it.
What happened?
Your 2 videos. We're just shouting out Perry's
How did
2
it feel to
videos.
actually? Yeah, and how did it feel to look back at yourself a year ago?
Fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. It is fucking weird. I was like, wow, it actually
You know
got
what's
better.
funny? Well, you know what's
What,
funny
your
is
videos?
when we
Everybody's
first dropped-
videos.
well, when you first drop your first video,
It's
you know
weird.
you're a little uncomfortable, and then after a couple into it, you're like, "Oh, I'm feeling pretty good." And then you get like in your case, you got a year deep, and now you look back and go, "Oh fuck!" But at the time, you're like, "Hey, I'm getting pretty good."
Oh man, I looked back and I could see myself on live streams. I was very cautious with my words. I was like, I don't think people were ready.
Hey, Rob, I sent the link to your email.
Oh look, I got 2 boxes.
I think he was
Yeah.
just asking a question.
Hey.
What link was Perry talking about? I think that's
Oh, no worries. Well, if shit, he knows if he's either gonna come or he's not. But Chaos, I'll send you the link if you want to come hang.
Yeah.
Yeah, come here. I got
Most
something
definitely.
special in a box for John. So John, don't dip out like you always do.
John doesn't just dip out
Huh?
like you.
Bro,
John doesn't do- John doesn't
John
do that.
stays like, well, it's that time again.
It's like,
Earlier, a dip out session happened, and I figured I thought I
Wow.
jacked everybody when that stream dropped out. I don't know if you were watching, John, but man, when that stream dropped out, I'm like, "What did I do? And I'm like, "Hi, help me!" He's like, "Dude, server's gone, man." I'm like, "No, don't tell me that." I'm like,
no.
I
Perry,
can't hear
Perry's
that right now.
making fun of the fact that I'm usually the last one to join the stream and the first one to leave the stream. That's just always my way. It's just the way I roll. But I just dropped the links for Perry's 2 videos. If you missed them, they're right there.
Thank you.
man, ain't nobody want to see
They were
that.
really good. Like,
They
I
were
sat
really
down and I rewatched them. I was like, wow, like I put out good content.
Yeah, but I should
I
drop
still
my
think
line.
the best thing he's been doing lately is his MCU rewatches.
Dude, so I guess Beeler was always talking about the YouTube algorithm. Like eventually it'll hit the algorithm if people want to see it.
Right.
And the first one's over 2,000. The second one's about to hit 1,000. The third one I dropped
wow.
it a couple days ago. I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit 1,000.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
like, damn,
Yo,
what's going
Yo,
on?
Perry,
Holy shit!
Perry, look at my reaction.
What is that?
I don't know. I
He's
can't believe.
spacing out.
Yeah, I'm mind blown that
We
Perry.
said hello to Rob. It's nice seeing you, Rob. How you doing, man?
Hey, John, I'm doing
I'm mind
great.
blown. Perry's
actually
watching.
have a
Perry's
job
watching
tomorrow.
you. You don't
Hey,
have a
hey,
job no more?
You're gonna be doing your
Well-
court reporting?
Yeah, so weird thing. As a court reporter, we're supposed to make sure in person that you are the person you say they are. But now, because courts are going, we need to get shit moving. I don't care if they are who they say they are. Make sure that the 2 attorneys stipulate on record. I don't care if the court reporter sits home. Guess what? I'm staying home tomorrow, 10 a.m. I have a deposition right here, right around my comic books, where I'll set up another computer right here and go, because of Florida judiciary has commanded from the 11th Circuit that all depositions are to be done this way. I will have each attorney stipulate on record that you are the person you say they are. Now, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Not this again.
Do. We go. And I work. Am I that boring, Perry?
You know, it blows me away how all these federal things are now not being mandated anymore. You know, you used to have to do everything by mail, but now we can submit our taxes via computers, and it just blows my mind where we're going, and I'm having a hard time keeping up.
We won't be seeing each other in person anymore. Everything will be, do you have your webcam on? Yep. Do you have your mic on? Yep. Well, then we can do this. So now there won't be any more excuses for people to go, I couldn't show up because I was too busy. Like, do you have a webcam or do you have your cell phone? Yeah? Then fuck you. I'm sorry, but you should be there.
I think I'm so far away.
Perry, I'm having a hard time looking at this year ago thumbnail
Why?
because Comic Tom's buddy made the cut and I didn't.
You were making videos last April 1st.
A year ago. You were making videos a year ago.
Yeah,
I don't care.
How'd you get a haircut, Dylan? Where'd you get a haircut?
Put a bowl on. and just
Chaos
go
got to it
around.
before I got a chance to.
Yeah.
I was waiting for you to give me shit about it, Perry.
we have the same cut.
Forever.
Yeah, no, I just got it
We
before.
have the same haircut.
I just got it like an hour ago. My mom did the top, and then my brother gave me a fade.
You look a little bit like Guy Gardner.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I see. I heard the quote. I heard the quote earlier.
I like
though.
how you brought that right back around.
Now just shave your head, grow a goatee, and you'll be the baddest mofo in this entire chat.
That was just that was a callback.
It's like,
I can't stand it for long.
I forgot what you called it though.
A bowl cut.
I got that when I was
I
like
was just telling my mom that
What do
I
you
thought that somebody said that. She said that it's not a bowl
Bowl
cut.
cut.
It isn't?
That's what she said. She's a hairstylist.
Who, your mom?
I
That's
believe
what
her.
said. I said I don't want a bowl haircut.
I don't know if it is, dude. I can't
Yeah,
see you.
You guys are assholes, and you guys are making me go to my mom with questions that she's trying
Bring
to
her
make
in here
me
and
feel
let her
better
explain
about.
it.
You know what? All of our hair.
She's like, son, you don't have a bowl haircut.
So, I mean, this is the way
now
you.
you guys got
Oh
my
my
mom
God.
lying to me.
It's fine.
So your mom
True or
has
false?
bad haircuts and she lies?
No.
Yeah, she gives good haircuts. It's okay. This is how you know it's a
She
bowl
only did
haircut.
the top. She
Does
only
your
did the top.
haircut look like
My
a
brother
bowl?
did the sides. My brother did the sides. So it's two people
I-
who cut my
so-
hair.
You ready?
My mom has a photograph of us all at, like when we were, I don't know, like my brothers and I, when we were like 8 or whatever. And I clearly have a bowl cut, and the bowl like shifted at some point because it's like covering my ear on one side, but not on the other side. Like it's like a slanted bowl cut. It's bad. And my brothers think it's the best photograph ever.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Why don't you go find that photograph?
Thumbnail for your show.
Right, exactly. I'm gonna send it just to Chris, but I know he'll keep it quiet.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Yeah,
John,
Bueller sent me an old picture of him one time.
John, you know what I just thought about? That Iron Man video has a topless photo of you in the right hand side throughout the
Yeah.
entire video,
Yeah.
and hundreds of people are about to watch this.
You said it's thousands, right? It's thousands.
It's
now?
about to hit. Yeah, it'll probably hit 1,000 by the weekend.
Wow. There you go. Hey, you know, when you got it, you flaunt it, right?
That's true.
There it is. There it is.
Okay,
Mustache.
guys, I gotta watch TV with the wife.
That's a classic
I'll see you
line.
later. Dylan, it's not.
Yeah.
I know I just got on, but Dylan's not a bowl cut. I can't even see it, to be honest. I just heard the Guy Gardner joke, and Biggie Shack says you can rock it, but I don't know what a bowl cut is. So I'll see you guys later.
All right, guys. Have a good night, boss.
Yeah, pull tabs.
It's
This
fine.
is,
No one
from,
cares
Whoa.
what his hair looks like.
uh-huh.
Who sent you that, Perry?
Dollar bid fodder.
Fodder, yeah.
Fodder. Yeah.
Toddler?
Dollar bin fondler is a little different.
I keep thinking, yeah, it always comes out to Fodder.
A bowl cut.
Now we
is
know how
like-
Perry gets his books.
I
So
refer a bowl cut to Lloyd Christmas from Dumb and Dumber. Like
There you
literally put a bowl on his head and
Oh
cut
my
around it.
god.
Is this the thing that
Oh
was
my
This
the
is
God.
the movie. Oh, that's him.
That's
Oh
for
my
me,
God,
isn't it?
Perry
Shut up, dude.
busted
That
in
is
his
so
pants.
fucking cool.
He
Harry's
just
like, John, you
busted.
got to stick around, and this is why.
Oh my
Look at did you see his
god.
face? Oh my god, not one but
Dude,
two.
so cool.
You know that
Yeah,
Perry
that
knew what
is
was in
cool.
here. You knew that Perry knows what's in this box.
I couldn't remember what they look like, the covers.
Yeah.
Ooh, here we
you
go.
know that he wasn't like, oh, John, you should hang around. I have a box to open.
Ooh, and flavor.
Flavor
Never
Flav.
I've never heard of that.
This is awesome, dude. Oh damn, dude. This is so cool. This is Brendan Fraser, dude.
Biggie and Mike are my dogs. No dog spotters in here.
Mike Rogers is still laughing at Dollar Bin Fondler.
Oh, and it's so
Well, that's
like
how
it's
Perry
like
gets his books.
it feels so cool.
Who sent those to you?
Dollar Bill Fondler.
Oh, swear. Oh yeah.
Who's this?
Wait, did he send those to you a while ago?
Man,
No, just
come
got
on, man.
Or you just got it?
I just got it today. And I got another one too.
Noise.
Oh my god, this is so cool. What? He even looks like him in the book. This is so cool.
Dude, you know Dollar Bin Fodder can press and clean too, he was telling me.
Yeah, these feel really nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He
No,
dude,
John,
he said
you
he
used the press.
said he pressed a seven first Carnage. He pressed it from a 7.0 to a 9.8.
Damn.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
think
cool.
Somebody might have messed up on that first grade.
Uh,
Oh, I don't care. This is like
it might have been a
think
little.
so.
It might have been a
this
little
like-
higher.
I want to
but
get this
still.
signed by him.
You
By
jump.
Did you have a question, Kevin, about pressing? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, who do you use? Do you use someone that clean, or you just throw it to whoever you submit it to with CVC?
No, I was well. I mean, it would depend on the book, but I've only ever sent to one person up to now, and his name is Andrew. His Instagram is Andrew's Comics and Dogs. He's a friend of several of my friends and has become a friend of mine. I'd like to say, but like I got issues. Tank Collects, a bunch of like comic community members that I trust and know recommended him to me, and then he's in Reno, Nevada, which is right on the border of California. So I like that I'm not shipping it across the United States to somebody. I like that it's a little bit closer. So I mean, it's probably stupid. It probably doesn't make it a whole lot of difference if the plane ride that my book goes on is not huge or whatever, but for me in my mind, it just seemed like I'd rather it be someone a little closer. Sure. Kirk,
Yeah, I was thinking maybe LA. You know, that's what I was hoping for. Maybe
I
do someone
found
local.
someone
You
in
know,
LA
but-
that I like. The two people that I know are one of them is obviously Andrew, and then the other is Paul, the Midwest comic book man, and he's a member of the Comic Corps, and he's the guy that if you had like a giant size X-Men that you needed cleaned, or if you had the book that Rob is holding right now in his hands, X-Men 101, the first appearance of the Phoenix, and you wanted a clean and press, and you wanted it to be like, if it was your holy grail, I recommended to Edwin the Comic Jabroni when he got TMNT #1, and it was a high grade, and he was looking for somebody. I said, talk to the Midwest comic man, because he's in Texas anyway. So like proximity wise closer, that's the guy to send your book to. He is the top notch.
Man, Rob just has
Yeah, 'cause I got a couple of books, and I definitely would want them
sitting behind him.
to
I
clean.
love it.
Dylan and Kevin were both talking.
Huh?
Well, Kevin, hit me up on Instagram. I'll give you the links to those guys if you want.
Okay.
What'd you say, Rob?
I think it's funny that
No, I was just saying that you were
comics
both
and
talking at
dogs.
the same
I
time.
don't want my dog pressed, but I want my comic pressed.
Right.
Oh, that's a witchblade.
You got to send in the right thing.
Well, he's got two. I don't know. I can't remember if they're corgis or not. He's got two little dogs that are in a lot of his videos that he posts on Instagram. Really funny. And he's just a really chill, funny guy. I think I remember when people were complaining about the CGC video with the guy not using gloves and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Andrew hilariously posted this video of him cleaning somebody's book with his dog. And it was clearly a joke. He had his own book that he didn't care about, and he took his dog and was like wiping the dog over the book. It was hilarious. It was so funny, but it's just so he knew how nervous I was about sending my books to somebody I didn't know, and I sent him 20 books that I was really cared about, that I really wanted to get slabbed. 20 books, and
I'd be so scared.
And I didn't ask him if they had arrived, even though the postal service said the books arrived. I didn't ask him, and I go on his Instagram, and there's this video of him on his story, and he's dropping these books down gently on the table, and I'm like, oh, I know all those books, and it says books for sale across the bottom, and it's all of my books, and it ends with just kidding, these came from John, and I'm gonna crush it. It was hilarious, but that's the kind of guy he is.
Oh my God, your heart sunk. Your heart sunk.
No,
in
I
your
knew exactly what he was doing. I started laughing right off the top. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
I was like, no,
Right?
no. Where's my phone?
Right.
You're like in the middle of a call, leaving them the dirtiest voicemail, and you're like, sorry, I just caught the end. Just kidding as well. I was just kidding, just like you were.
Oh man, yeah, I flip out. Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
I got you, Rob. I got you right here, buddy. I got you, baby. Mine's
I
not
got mine
as
for $30.
Oh, I technically got mine.
What?
I got mine in a trade because I took the book. I took a book from Thanatos Comics that he had a blank sketch cover, and I took it to Baltimore, and I got it sketched and colored by Adam Hughes, and then I sent it to him, and he sent me the slab.
Cool.
But I mean, I had to pay for the shipping and the sketching and coloring. But
So worth it. My place
Actually,
was
I have something I
you
want to
hadn't
look at.
seen anybody. Go ahead.
I haven't even got to check this out. I'm gonna make myself big for a moment.
Do it.
Oh, that felt great. So all right. So I ended up picking up this book today. I had to go the artist, creator, all that. This book, Mia. I'm gonna go pick this up from her directly because this just came out. Now, as far as I know, I have the only signed copy of a matte version of the fuck. And there's the sign there. Now, what I want to see is I believe that there is a sketch in here that I still yet to see. So I'm dying to see the sketch. I've yet to actually look at it, and I want to see it with you guys. Oh, there it is. So the first one I got is Pimpsess, and this one is, I can't remember the other one's name, but she does it in this funky.
Huh.
Yeah, that's a stripper. I love
She
this
drew
book. So
that
let's go ahead
for
and
you?
get to. Yeah, she did it for me,
That's all.
and she did another one too.
Should hold that under a
I'm
back.
just trying to fucking get to a spreadsheet. There's holy shit. All right, we got to do that one.
Yeah, hold it over a black light after tomorrow. Yeah, that's fresh, so it's clean right now. But after tonight,
The pages
Not
will
so
shrivel
much.
up and stick.
Oh, this is some pretty wild shit, man. And her,
Dude, I
her
love that
books
cover.
are not for everyone, but my daughter loves this. So look for a review my daughter's going to be doing on this book, and she's going to be interviewing Mia next week. My daughter's she's not the most, what did I say, outgoing individual. So it's going to do her good. Plus, I'm going to force her to do also. I'm going to force her to read a book I'm gonna ask her to read a book, and the reason why it's by Dylan Gilbert, and he does a book called Sweet. The reason why is everyone that's been reading that book does a correlative comparison to having type 1 diabetes. My daughter is a type 1 diabetic.
Oh,
So I want her to read this book and not know that, and then ask her, so, hey, what'd you think? And then, hey, do you realize that people have been drawing this correlation? As a person with, what do you think? And I want to have her on the show when I do that.
Sure.
That, and I've also taken a few people that have never read comics before, and they're hooked. So that's another thing that I've been working on for the past 3 months is I've turned people that have never had any interest, and I'm going to be bringing them on and doing interviews. And then I'm going to be doing interviews with people just like on the street that I can find, or just people I know, call them up, whatever, and say, hey, what do you do? Have them explain who they are and say, hey, this is the demographic of what you guys think, which is far from removed of what you think a person that reads comics is. It's
awesome.
a person that it's a law person. It's a construction person. It's a teacher.
Right.
It's not who you think.
Exactly.
Formulate in your mind.
Exactly.
There's a bad stigma of what people think is a comic book reader, or how should you say, people. So I want to shatter that.
Yeah, for sure. Did you guys see Flash?
Yeah, congratulations, Flashpoint. That's awesome.
Flashpoint Comics is in the chat. His name's Michael, and he's been on a lot of live streams. He was positive for Corona the last couple of weeks, and now he is officially Corona free.
Wow. Congrats, bro.
Congratulations.
Awesome.
I was there when he first made his debut, and I did sub him. I remember his concerns for his family, and dude, congratulations. I couldn't be happier for you, sir. That's fucking awesome.
He's home with his family and spending time with them now. So congrats to be home again, brother. Very happy to hear that.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome. Hey, and we look forward to seeing you back on the chat. Now that you're doing healthy, when you feel up to it, man. Jump in the stream and shit too. But yeah, nice, man. Sweet. Congratulations.
All right, Gary, I'm gonna leave now. Is there anything else you needed before I go?
I can't remember.
Hey, did you watch another Marvel movie yet?
I was gonna watch it tonight.
No, you're not
I'll
gonna
watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna watch Hulk.
Right now,
I've gotten enough. I keep getting comments for people to tell me to watch Hulk. So
you're gonna be
watch Hulk.
at least you'll set the bar low for yourself before you go back in, because I'm excited for you to watch Avengers. Honestly, that movie is great.
That's
I still
the
think it
next
holds
one?
up as you got apparently
Captain.
Hulk, Captain America, and then Avengers.
And then Avengers. When do I watch Iron Man 3?
After Avengers, you get
After
into some of the three. You get your the worst movies. I think Iron Man 3, Thor 2, some of the
Thor
worst
2.
ones.
Iron Man
Oh,
3
man.
is good.
But then you get into the run of, in my opinion, some of the best ones. Once you start getting into Winter Soldier, which is just phenomenal, Thor 3, Guardians of the Galaxy. There's a run there when I think they're just unstoppable. So you got to kind of bridge the gap there a little bit. You're in the muddy waters after Avengers.
Oh boy.
Nah, Iron Man 3, I like that one.
I think Iron Man 3 works, except for a couple of really big flaws in the logic that are just like really frustrate me.
Oh,
I,
man.
I would just
That's a
say
lot
I
of
like
movies,
it better
man.
than the second one, at least.
Yes, I would say Iron Man 3 is better than Iron Man 2, but I still I don't know. I'm just frustrated by the whole thing.
It's a toy commercial.
It is a toy. That's a great description, Biggie. That's a great description. I just have problems with the logic. At one point, they kill the bad guy one way, and then he comes back, and then they kill him in a way that doesn't seem as difficult, and he doesn't come back. So it's kind of like, okay, well, that was pretty badass when you killed him before, but he came right back. This way seemed like it was kind of easy. Like, why didn't you just do that the first time? Like, apparently that does kill him permanently. No logic to the bad guy's powers. But that's just me. I was frustrated by that bit. I know a lot of people hated the whole Mandarin twist, and I was like, I thought it was funny and kind of different. And that didn't
It was just funny. And like,
I didn't mind it until they said that they're going to bring him back. I don't know if you heard about that. They're
real
Mandarin now out.
But Kevin, think about
Right.
it this way.
And
Here-
that's what
here's how I
pissed
pictured
me
it.
off. Is like, okay, now you're insulting me.
But no, but
You
here's
know?
how you picture. Here's how I pictured it. The version that we got in Iron Man 3
Oh,
is
boy.
based on a myth, and we're gonna get where that myth came from, the original Mandarin, where that idea came from. I think there's like a layer of interest there that could be like, well, why did they pick the name Mandarin in some of the iconography? They picked it based on an ancient legend of this villain where he actually did exist long ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I have
and
no
I
idea what you
understood
just
that
said,
that was
dude.
the idea of what they wanted to do. That was
I'm
the
trying not to
explanation
spoil
of how
it,
they're going to
Terry.
bring it to
I
you.
zoned out completely.
I know you did. I saw you. I watched. All right, I got a
Can't
new
wait to watch
John
it.
who can replace me. So you're on Batcave. I'm gonna head out, brother.
John, you're never gone. You're
That
always
ain't
right here.
Batcave.
You're always with us.
I'm right
That's
there.
John.
Stash
That's
Superman.
John the Hunter.
Bye, guys.
What's with
Take care, John. He's up above you now.
Up up here.
Yeah, but it's John Perry? Perry John.
Perry John.
Yeah,
Perry John.
very.
Perry John.
What's up, Dylan? How you doing?
So hey, Hunter, how you doing, man?
How's it going, Hunter?
What's up, John? How are you, boss?
Well, you got audio
Yeah, I was
issues.
gonna say I heard him for a second, but your volume. Or
Go
we
to
can hear
YouTube
you
and
as
turn
well.
it down.
No, too quiet.
No,
You hear him good?
I hear
No.
nothing.
no. Well, take it off, put it back in, see what happens.
Go to Cam
I
Mic
enjoyed that.
and go to your audio and select whatever microphone that you're using.
Mic
Or
check,
like
mic
with your
check.
penis, take
There
it
you
off
go.
and put it back on.
Nope,
There
you're
you
good.
go.
You're good.
Yeah, is that better? Okay, yeah. I just had to plug it in, plug
Perfect.
it up. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pull it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Dude, so I
So
had
you
to
finally get to go
do
through all those books?
yeah, dude, I did the CLZ. I haven't done them all yet. I've done
Oh, okay.
dude, I've got
That'll take
so
like
did
20
you guys
minutes.
realize I got 220 books that
What?
opening? Yes.
Hey, Rob,
Two-
try not to laugh too hard. Say that number again.
Man.
But this was from a week of AOKs. Just one
Yeah,
week
you had
of
like a little
AOKs.
stack.
I
You had
know.
like a stack of books the
I
other day.
It
But, I mean,
literally
you know,
2/3. It jumped it whatever 2/3 is. What is that? 66%.
Wow.
Hey,
Okay.
Michael
Wow.
Schmidt, Flashpoint Comics, finally just paid for CLZ. So while you're on the mend, that will definitely keep you busy.
I did the same thing, Flash. I did the same thing. I was like, you know what? I need to jump on this before it gets out of hand. Like, you know, I'm 250 books behind on reading now.
Oh, that's what I was asking. I was wondering where you're at on reading. And Michael,
Yeah.
I dropped the link in the chat, man. If you want, jump on. I dropped it in there for you. But no, that's cool. I was wondering where you're at as far as reading, not necessarily logging them in. Because I knew you had a lot of books to read, so I was wondering where you're at.
You got downright dirty in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Downright?
Always good to see you, Mike.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Mike.
Wow. 7,000.
Nice to see you, man.
Holy smokes.
7,000.
Whoa, holy shit.
That's a lot of fun.
Oh,
What? How? Are they
Crazy.
did they even make that many?
I'm sure.
like Golden Age 2?
I think that's what Rob's at. Yeah, he's got 2 of each.
So do you have like from Flash 104 and before that? All that Golden Age goodness?
Has to. Was 7,000?
Yeah. I mean,
no joke. He
holy
has books.
Hey, Biggie. Over a short box now, bud.
They can
I need to
count.
get like 2 more short boxes.
You got to go long. That's how you get the real muscles.
No, I don't want to do a
Oh,
long box.
God.
I don't have anywhere to put them. Like
Make
even
your
a
own-
long box.
They definitely
Come
get
on,
heavy,
Rob.
and they'll either give you muscles or they'll give you a hernia, or both.
I already have a hernia. I don't need one. I don't need another.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, not for me.
I mean, other than Rob, you're the only one here, I think, that uses long boxes, right? Everyone else uses shorts, right?
Sure.
Every single one of these bastards behind me is a long box, and holy shit, I would be afraid to move.
Perry has a couple long boxes.
Yeah, I got a few.
Oh,
You
really?
guys
read
Damn.
They're
Hey,
just
does
so
anybody
heavy
know?
and take
Go
up so
ahead.
much room.
Well, does anybody know in Comic Tom's videos with all those boxes behind him, are all those long boxes or short boxes? Those are long boxes, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think so. They look like it.
Yeah.
Good.
Now,
Thanks,
that's
Sam.
just inside of his
Short.
garage.
Comics on the
Because when you
mind.
go inside, when he does late night, Instagram live things, those are in his room, and and he's got all those other books in his room.
9 long boxes is nothing to sneeze at.
Oh my gosh, look at mine. 9 long boxes and 1 short box. Biggie's got 5,500 books. Damn.
Yep, I see. I got you.
Yeah, see, Biggie, I
Say,
took
bro.
your advice and I taped up the flaps on one of the boxes that I got and just started filling those. And then I put in the extra, because I don't know if you remember, I had a couple extra just bags and boards. They sent me. Nick, 2 brothers, he probably sent me an extra 20 or 30. And then Dawn sent me probably another 10 or 20. And so I got them all like lined up. And then I also have a milk carton. Flashes him back. Oh, there he is. Okay.
How's it going, Michael? It's great to see you,
Hey,
man.
Mike.
Yeah, hey, how are you guys doing? I'm doing
How you
awesome.
feeling?
Great, actually. It's a lot better than I was, and
Heck yeah.
I still have. I mean, I've got the scarring, so I'm gonna have surgery for that in a few months. But other than that, I can't complain.
Wait, scarring?
How you
Yeah,
breathing?
Of the lungs.
Yeah. It's definitely not like I used to, but it's not as bad as some people.
But you're not coughing up blood anymore.
Oh no, yeah, that. Yeah, they figured that out.
So your breathing is better. Are you back to normal, or what are you noticing? What are you noticing residual effects?
The cough is still there. The cough, and then my temperature goes up and down still. But other than that, like they've tested me and said I'm good. So we'll see. I mean, the temperature's still spiking up and down. I feel really exhausted. That's the biggest thing, is that I don't still feel like that I can do a lot during the day, because I used to do a lot more, and now I don't feel like I can do nearly as much.
So, has your appetite returned?
No, that's the other thing. I've been eating rice and pudding.
But you can keep
And
it
then-
down.
Oh wow.
Oh, great, man! It was exciting. I was supposed to go on an auction with Z Collect, but my kids wouldn't go to sleep, so they're happy and healthy. So that's all that
Family's
matters.
all good.
Yep.
Good.
So,
Did you keep the food down though?
oh yeah. Does anyone know anything about? Is that like it's signed by Tom King? Apparently, Is
yeah,
this a good
POA.
report?
You can scratch
Yeah,
its
this
real.
is City of Bane cardstock.
Oh, put
That's
your
the
laptop
first City of
screen
Bane.
a little down. Yeah, there we go.
That shit is
Oh.
fire. I got that cover. I love
you?
that.
That's
I just wasn't
cool.
sure. I'm
Yeah.
going through like all the boxes I got, and I have tons of
Dude.
like. This is all signed by. So I
That's
have.
a good one to have signed by Tom King. That's the start of City of Bane.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then
when
I
you say
got-
all, let's see what you see.
Ooh.
There you go. Oh wow.
So that's signed. Got another one signed.
Oh wow.
That's such a cool cover.
Darker Never Read.
Darker Image, yeah.
Not sure if that's
my
good.
father-
These
I like that
covers. Signed that one.
Wow.
This is my favorite one that I got out of the whole thing, though. So signed there.
Definitely his signatures.
God,
Man,
I'm
the-
such a signature slut. I can watch this shit all night.
Oh yeah, and that's the last
Oh,
one.
my
Yeah.
God. That's fucking cool. Where did you get those?
I think I don't remember. I either got them from like Chad RCG's channel for like $25 for the whole lot, or I don't know. I've been getting random stuff. Like I don't like Pops, and I randomly don't even know who sent me Pops, but I got this random icy.
Oh, dude, that's so sick. Hey, keep that, dude.
Is it? I don't know anything. I don't know jack about Pops, and then I got Craven the Hunter.
Hey, so I heard
Oh, no
like
shit.
the cereal pops, like fucking Captain Crunch, and
Yeah.
like the more obscure ones are the ones that are kind of worth more. But I'm not 100% sure. I don't know anything about pops, but
No.
that is one thing I heard.
Well,
It's like
then-
the random characters,
well. Yeah,
and that's
then
pretty random, bro.
Finally got these back from CGC. Sorry, my.
Wait, you got that today?
Yep.
What's up, Sean?
No. Yeah.
So
Yeah, I sent.
How many?
So I've got my like 6 CGC submission back today. So pretty excited. Got that one. That one has a. I think let me find it here. So I got the C2E2. Got the 271 out of 500 for that one.
Wow.
I'm really, I'm not a Marvel guy, so I'm really digging. I'm super excited for the Dark Knight's metal, the heavy metal stuff to come out. Yep, got
What's
those
the
two.
heavy metal stuff?
So did you guys? I don't know if you guys are familiar with
Death
the Dark
metal.
Knight. Yeah, or death metal. Sorry,
Death
I'm still.
Yeah. Death metal.
It's basically the second part of the Dark Knight metal series. So I'm super. That's my favorite series so far that I've been reading currently.
I didn't even know
What is that?
Dark
It's called?
Knight.
Batman 90, right? That starts it, doesn't it? 90 starts it?
I know 90 is the start of the joke. No, that's Nightwing. No, I'm trying to remember. I've been falling so far behind. I don't think 90 has anything to do with death metal. It might.
I want to get that Nightwing.
What?
70.
Oh, you
I
know
didn't
what it is?
that
Then
was
it's
the Joker War.
what's it called? Villain. The what's it called? The villain number 4 starts it.
Ooh,
Then
good guy.
that's
Yeah.
the prelude to death metal.
Yep, the Hell
Oh.
Arisen. Yep.
That's what.
Yeah, well, what it is, it's
Yeah.
it's
Before.
Dark Knight's Metal. Then it went into Justice League. What he was
Oh,
doing
really?
on Justice League recently, Justice League ended, and they gave it to a new writer. And now where Justice League ended, it was like a big cliffhanger. Now it's going into death metal.
I'm so excited. I'm going to be buying so many variants of that.
Hey, death metal sounds pretty sweet.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, Snyder knows how to win us over just with the title name.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
I mean, I'm not much on a whole lot of DC stuff. When they said that, I'm like, oh man, you have to hit me with the metal stuff.
I'll go Perillo over Delato any day. Any day.
I don't know enough. I have no judgment.
They're both killer covers. You know, it's hard sometimes to make a decision.
Can you show me
That's
two
why
different
some of
ones?
them I just
Like Del Auto versus. Yeah, can somebody show me a Del Auto versus who was the other person? See?
So this is a Perillo. So this cover right here is a Perillo cover. So this is I'm looking. I might have a Delato slab, but I don't.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's all
really see it.
blur.
It looks like a whole bunch of red and
Sorry, my computer's. I got to get better lighting.
Is that
so-
Matino?
oh, okay. Okay, so it's the Batman Who Laughs, right? Is that
Yep.
him?
No, that's. Oh,
That's
Okay,
the
with,
Grim
like-
Knight. So the whole thing with the Dark Knight
Oh.
Metal introduced a bunch of evil versions of Batman. So you had the Batman Who Laughs, who was basically the Jokerized version of what if Batman was infected by the Joker toxin. This is the Grim Knight, who is basically the Punisher. What if Batman was the Punisher?
Yeah, he has a whole bunch of guns, huh?
Yeah, so that's
he
basically
uses guns.
yeah.
Okay.
He's badass, dude.
See, that's the Batman that I could get behind.
Oh man, I wish they gave him.
So this
I
is another
wish they
Perillo
gave him
cover.
a miniseries. We only
So
got.
he does a lot of the red and blacks, and that's what I really
Oh,
like. So
Well,
that's
he is
look at that.
the Batman Who Laughs miniseries. Has the That's where the Grim Knight was introduced, and then there's a one shot called the Grim Knight. But they need to get it was kind of the Batman Who Laughs and the Grim Knight working together.
Yep.
I wonder how many teeth that freaking Batman has.
So and then you have here's this one. So here's that. So the Batman Who Knights and his little demon Robins. That's pretty
So
cool.
is this a different?
Oh,
Is this
this is a
different
different
artist?
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite covers.
That
So-
is yeah.
I'm bringing it back.
Who's Del?
Bring it back.
so
I just brought it up.
we were talking about Del Auto versus.
So Perillo was the one that did the two
Perillo.
red and black. He did the two red and black ones that I showed you, the Grim Knight and everything else. I don't have any Delato covers with me. So that's Clayton Crane, that's Kara Andrews. Let me see here if I have some raw. I've got like 1,000 books just sitting next to me, so I probably have something here. I really need to start. I'm so far behind on CLZ. I've got 3 short boxes I need to go through, and then everything else.
Well, dude, you still just healing from fucking. Damn. You might want to give yourself a moment.
It gives me something to do. Yeah, see, I've been using that Spider-Man proof boxes for holding books at this point, and I need to get more long boxes.
Is
You realize
Del
that's
Auto
sacrilege
a
throwing-
cover?
Yeah, Del Auto is a cover, so he's another artist. Yeah. Here, let me see.
More of a cover artist? Okay.
Yeah.
I just tried to see if I had any by chance, but I don't.
See, not a lot of people collect. See, I've noticed some coming into the community. I've met like 2 or 3 people that are huge into DC like I am, and there's really not very. All of you guys are all Marvel fans, which is fine. I don't mind Marvel, but
Hey, you still rocking a bowl cut, Dylan? Hold on, is that a bowl cut, bro?
Get out of here! It ain't no bull cut.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on, Perry. Can you hit the what do you mean? Oh man.
He knows better. He ain't hitting me with that because he knows it ain't no bull cut.
What?
I mean,
Are you sure, dude?
I promise I didn't put a bull on my head and start cutting.
hold on.
Hold on. Make him big and hold on. Go get a bowl real quick.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
You know what? Do you like it? Do you like it, Dylan? That's all that matters. Don't let him talk shit. If you like
it just it just tripped me out for a second, dude. I haven't seen those since like I don't know 5th grade or something.
I was gonna say when you were on Jigs' stream, I don't think you had the bowl cut, dude. Did you? Was it recent?
I just got my hair cut today. It's a fade on the side, man.
You're my homie, but that's a bowl cut.
Hey,
you say whatever, but it ain't.
Love it. Much love.
I know.
So Del Auto. Nobody has a Del Auto cover that I can see. No one close.
I don't think so. I'd have to look.
All right.
Here, 1 second here. I'm gonna send.
And I'm trying to think of what I have.
If you can name some I could probably pull something out, but if
Yeah,
it's
like
rare-
what else does he do?
So there's Batman #1, Delato cover. He did a Ghost Rider cover. He did a Venom cover. He did an Immortal Hulk cover, #2, I think. Annihilate. Oh, he did the Annihilation Nova cover. Sorry, I'm looking through my books. I just don't have them out here. So let's see here.
And I'm trying to think of the Venom cover. What
The
it was.
original Ghost Rider or no?
I don't think so. I'm trying to see here what he has. He did Secret Empire.
Oh,
Because I can't think of any.
Let's see, Venomized. He did Venomized. He did the Amazing Spider-Man 797 variant cover. He did a Star Wars cover. He did a Civil War 2 cover. I can keep going. Like,
Oh, wait. Okay, Civil War 2. That's right.
yep.
I think that's where I seen his name.
Yeah, the Thanos smacking down Iron Man.
No, I don't have that one. Damn,
I'm trying to
I
find
have
my
a
Venom
feeling that
stuff,
I
'cause
have something of his, dude.
I mean, my love will always be for
Very-
Perillo. I think his art is just way better. I mean, but that's just
That
me,
was-
though.
It looks super cool. Don't get me wrong, but I just want to see some so I could get a perspective. You know what I mean?
No. I understand. I don't collect a lot of Delato. Most of the stuff that I get from him are from like mystery boxes. So,
Civil
I
War 2.
yep.
Yeah, I only have one Civil War 2.
So
I got a feeling that I was gonna have this.
Yeah. Is
probably
that
not.
Otto?
Yeah, it's the same one, right?
No, it's not the same one.
And it
Oh.
looks like 1, 2,
Hey, I'll be right back.
Nice.
3.
Oh, thank
You got that 0?
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's way better than mine. All right, look, switch to mine, Kevin. Dude, that's so much better than mine.
God, that's clean, man.
Comic
Oops.
Day, too.
Let me jump over there and then let me hit you there.
Dude, I like yours way better, Rob.
And colored by Justin Ponsor, who we lost last year to cancer. He was the color.
Okay.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Rob's yours is so much better
Yeah,
than mine. Let's see yours again. Oh, yeah. Jelly.
Yeah. That's a gorgeous
So
cover.
this is the 3rd variant edition. I don't know
I
if
think-
this was like a 1 in something, because I just bought these off the rack. I didn't order or pre-order like some 1 in 10. I just went like, new issue came out, just make sure it's on my pull. I wasn't trying to go for some wacky variants or anything.
And mine's I think the last variant you could get, it was from Walmart. I think it's like variant 0K or something. Ridiculous.
Oh. That's wild.
I think so.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forget which one.
Depending on what it is, I might go for certain, because sometimes I'll chase down the artist myself, or I'll chase down the number only because I'm collecting a set. So maybe if I'm getting the 1 in 10, it's because I'm trying to get the 1 in 10 of all 3 issues of 1, 2, and 3, and then that's a set. And then I'll buy all cover A's too, and that's my set.
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to do that with Power Girl and Zatanna.
I have
It gets
one
expensive though with
book.
the happen.
Go ahead. What was that?
Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh, it gets expensive with those type of habits.
Yeah. Well, I just
You know, where
got
you're buying sets.
my holiest of grails in the mail today, so I can't complain.
Which was
My showcase number
That's what I'm
4.
wondering.
Can we see that?
I put it in my storage unit.
Yeah.
That went straight to the storage. I'll go tomorrow and I'll get a picture of it and maybe I'll bring it home. I just didn't want to risk it. I put all of my valuable stuff. So now all I need is so I've got my 8 and my 4. So now I need I got to look. Hold on. I think it's 12.
I'm just missing one out of this run right here.
Oh yeah.
The Man and Wolf. And it's actually number 2. So I got 1, 3. Oh,
Wolf.
There goes the camera.
yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, 1 second. But yeah, it was the number 2 is the only one I'm missing. And Superior Hero, he sent all these to me. And so it's cool that one's missing just so I could hunt for it, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got some cat books today myself.
I got the whole Captain America on meth run.
What do you mean?
Hold on 1 second. Let me go. 1 second.
What
Let
is
me go
that?
grab it.
Yeah, what is that? What does that even mean?
Captain America on meth?
I
It
got
must be a fast read.
Dr. Faustus.
It's in a random box somewhere. The Captain America on Ice run, you know, where they call it Ice, where Bullseye basically, like, he gets poisoned by ice, and it's meth. Like, it's basically an insinuation of meth.
Oh, or cocaine, right? Is that where he snorts it?
Well, yeah, like not on purpose, but by accident when he's fighting Bullseye.
Oh, who was that? Well, didn't Harley Quinn take some? I'm pretty sure I have a book where she like took a couple pills and like she was all of a sudden like stronger.
That was Suicide Squad, I think 9 and 10 or 10 and 11 or 11 and 12. It's like 2 issues.
So yeah, I don't know if it was this one, the Harley Quinn one, or if it was shoot, dude, Future's End, maybe? No, it wasn't that. But yeah, that was weird. She's like taking a couple blue pills. It's like what?
It could be Viagra.
That's what I thought. I was like, what? Why is the girl already doing that?
Placebo.
Hold on, I got it. Yeah, now I gotta look. I'm too. Maybe even been Batman Eternal? No, it has to be.
Pretty sure it was Suicide Squad.
I don't have Suicide Squad though. Yeah, I don't. Trust me.
I've been known to be wrong in the past.
No way. With 18,000 books, you could be wrong? I don't believe
Anyone
it.
can be wrong.
So
yeah, it's right here.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, so you're breaking open the pill.
Yeah.
I was like, what the heck?
So there's no comic book authority anymore. It's good.
Oh, here, I'll show it. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Yeah, see, she busted open.
As it turns out, it's just Molly.
And then she just, that's what I think it, that's what I think it is. And then the next, like, dude, look at her. She's super, super happy. Gung ho. Like, look at this one. She's flying through. Like, she's getting nuts, bro. So, yeah, it probably is. You're probably right, Rob.
Who does anybody?
Wow.
It's so crazy.
Nice.
Lowest grade X-Men.
What's the best way to
So I
start
think
CLZ?
everyone's pretty good as far as loading up on the CLZ, right? Because Hunter, you're almost done, right? Rob, I assume that you're 2/3 the way done at this point.
I need another 200 or 250, about 212 books, and then I'll be caught up.
I
So
have
I'm pretty much done.
5, 10, 15, 16, 17. I have 23 more long boxes to go.
Oh, that's more than I thought. Because last time we talked, you were on S.
I am, but I also have 9 long boxes in my other room. All stuff I'm kind of planning on getting rid of. I don't know if I'll add that to CLZ or not because I don't consider it a main part of the collection. It's just stuff that I'm either picking up over the years that I don't care about so much anymore, or just random crap. We all have random crap.
I have a bunch of X-Force.
Huh?
That I have a bunch of X-Force, and I didn't realize X-Force and X. What's the other one?
X Factor.
X Factor, yeah. X Factor and some X Force, and I have so many X Force. I don't even know what to do with it. Well, obviously I'm gonna read them, dude. Because
Biggie Shack wants them.
Yeah,
Biggie
well,
Shack.
that's quite possible.
Biggie Shack wants some
Never
X
know.
Force.
Subscription crease.
You see, I don't even know where to start because I don't know. I inherited a whole comic shop from my grandpa, so I've got like 60 or 70 long boxes to go through. I've got 500 slabs in my storage unit that I have to go through. I've got toys and collectibles from like the 70s up to the 90s.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I've just been ignoring it. I parked my 1948 because I'm a car guy as well. So I just parked my 1948 Power Wagon in there. I pulled out some of the books that I wanted for my PC and then just left it there because I don't even know where to begin to organize or what to do with it.
At least put them in CLZ.
Are you like a CEO of a company or something?
No, I'm just a
He's a
mechanic.
trustee.
Man, can I be your ward?
You can be my ward. No, I should be your ward. You got to teach me how to do all the CLZ. I just paid for it today, and I don't even know where to begin.
Oh, easily. Start with A.
Well, see, but it's not organized. See, the whole way my collection has been separated is, okay, here's Flash books that are going to stay in my house, and here's stuff that's not Flash. So I
Start one box at a time.
Pretty much. Get it into some
And just
kind of
make sure
order.
that you mark your box, I guess, since you have so many, because I don't have that problem. But I started
I
with
would recommend getting 2 empty boxes and then starting with one of your full boxes and start loading them up into your empties and then start that way and just you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That way you can offload it from one to another and you still have an extra one to use as an organized box or whatever you want to do. You know what I mean?
so
Have
all
an extra box just hanging there to organize stuff for that's just pick it up. But otherwise, what Kevin just said, when you see all these things having the books on the outside, when I take the tops off of any one of these, there's a number on the bottom of almost every single one of these. It tells you what box number it is.
okay.
So that way I know exactly.
Everyone has their own organization, so you have to, find what's right for you.
Yeah.
But exactly what Rob says is as long as you have like a box or 2 extra and you throw those and then you start going through and organizing, all right, now this is what I'm going to start categorizing.
Yep.
And that way you won't sit there and rip your hair out of, all right, now where do I start or how do I start? You already have a box that is all ready to start. You know what I mean? And that's your starting point.
I mean, at least by your grandfather running a comic shop, everything should be in relative order for the most part. But now it's just putting everything together into one lump collection where first get everything into some kind of order. Because before myself in the past, I had about a decade's worth of books that I just never organized. It just piled up until it got into a stack, then I'd put it in a box. No bag, no board. And after watching some of these videos, Perry, and some of the others on YouTube, I said, all right, I want to do this. How do I start? kind of like you. And I first started going, okay, so first I have all these stacks of books. First, I bagged and boarded every one of them. Then I got a where everything is double boarded, so that way my butterfingers won't drop it. So I parsed everything into DC, Marvel, and then everything else. And then I took, starting from DC, and just A's, B's. I'd have like A through D in one pile, E through like M in another pile, N through S in another. And then I'd sort all those piles until everything is all together into one, where I start going, oh, there's like 5 different series of like X-Men. There's 12 different Ms. Marvel. I don't know where to do this shit. comicbookrealm.com, and it tells you from volume 1, 2, 3 with pictures, just like CLZ, and that's how I had to figure out what volume everything was. Because at least you're DC, so it's like mostly 3 volumes at most.
Seeing with me, that's why I want to get ahead of it, because I see you guys doing it and you guys are so overwhelmed. And I feel like I'm already overwhelmed with my 300 books that I got. You guys, in January, I had 3 books. Now I have 300. And so, yeah, dude, it's freaking
about 3,000 or 0.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that like I'm already getting on top of it. And so how I do it is that I do what Rob said, is that I've noticed that for some reason I have more Marvels. So I organized my little tiny little short box already with my Marvel stuff first, then the DC, and then the indies, but they go in order of the indie company, and then it goes from there A, B, and C order.
Nice.
And then I have the books that I haven't read, and it does the same thing. Marvel, because that's mostly what I have, and then it goes to DC, and then Independence A through Z, independent companies, and then A, B, C, D, E. Because I already can see the writing on the wall that if you're not organized, it'll be a shit show.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, I'll take you
So
over.
this is just what I picked up today. This is what I got. This is all that I got today. So
That was like Comic Don's box that he sent me.
Shit. Wow.
He sent me 112 books, you guys.
I don't even know what's even in here. That's how bad it is. But I'm getting so much shit. Let's see.
Look how stuffed that is. Look how stuffed that is.
There we go. Yeah, I don't even know what's in here. That's how bad. Oh, I got a trade paperback. There we go. That's pretty cool. Trinity.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
See, and I forgot. I took all my trades out, and then I took all my square bounds out too, and separated those.
Wow.
Yep. See that? So let's see. And then there's a bunch of stuff that's not bagged and boarded that I probably should, but half this stuff isn't even in my PC. So let's see. I got don't even Star Wars: Age of Resistance. Didn't know I had this. So that's cool, I guess.
Wow.
Look,
Yeah.
can't even put it back.
Damn.
Civil War 2. There we go. Punisher Journal. There. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, War Journal. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Free comic book day, Spider-Man.
Those are cool, man. They may only be a buck,
What up,
but
Count
I mean,
Vaughn?
I definitely got 3 of them. That messed up the whole Absolute Carnage thing.
Just know that Free Comic Book Day has gone back some time. So when you're putting in like a Free Comic Book Day issue and it doesn't have that USB UBC code at the bottom, that UPC. Thank you. So you just type in like X-Men and just free, and it'll populate with all the different free issues, and you can just select from there.
And you know what's cool? You know what I like about the CLZ is that you could put in the series, and if you have multiple books, you could just hit the check mark, and you could add them in. That was really cool. Even with my little tiny collection that I have, I felt that was super valuable. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
The multiple issues in the series. Instead of
Now,
having
what-
to search up every single one.
The practice I have to make sure that I don't get lazy is I refuse to read any book until I log it in first.
See,
Don't
yeah,
have one.
I feel like I'm like that way too because I haven't read, well, you know, a shit ton of them. So like I would rather log them in and then. Is there a way to check? I haven't even looked on the CLZ. Is there a way to like kind of like check to see if you like read them or whatever, or no option
I
like
would
that?
imagine
I don't know.
you could probably go in there and put like a little mark or something on there stating that.
Like a note, huh? Like a note with a check or something.
Technically, yes, you can put in notes like in variant, and you can rate them with stars, kind of like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10. So you won't have any stars, but if you have read it, you can go in there and put your stars. But if you're like me and have read thousands of books, you will not remember every single one. So I will not even try and start that. But if you're somebody that has 300 books and you remember all the ones you read, more power to you. Definitely do it.
See, I wouldn't feel like I would want to rate them. Like, I feel like the rating in that is rating of the book.
You mean
like,
like
you know what I mean? Like,
or something, or what do you mean?
Because
meaning how he felt personally about the read of the story, so that, you know, he knows if he want to go back to it, if he liked it or something, right?
No. I think the stars of the rating system in the CLZ is for the book rating, not necessarily what you thought of reading the book. Is it like that?
Yeah. That's from my understanding of looking at it. Yeah, see, I just get so overwhelmed because like this is also new. I ordered it. I got this from a guy in Texas for $20, and he shipped it to me. So
$20.
He shipped you the whole box for $20.
Yep, said it was his uncle's lot, and it's all Flash comics. So I was like, hell yeah, sell it to me for $20. I'll take it. It's a lot of the newer stuff that I already have, but I'm like, dude, I'll take doubles or triples. I've got like 20 of one book already. It doesn't bother me to have. Like, I'm trying. So Comic Fu inspired me, and I think my Flash collection can rival his Green Lantern collection. So I'm trying to get as much Flash as I can, and I'm gonna still.
There's no way. There ain't no way.
Dude, so I have 4 sets now of number 1 to current of just the Rebirth series alone. So that's the new series from 2016. I have I'm only missing Flash number 1, Flash 1, 2, and 3 from Silver Age, and then Golden Age. I'm missing Showcase 12, 13, and 14 now. I've got a bunch going to CGC.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. But for like CGC, I've got 10 copies of the Flash 139, the first appearance of Reverse Flash, going to CGC. So, our doubles don't count. Chad RCG, what do you mean they don't count? What do you mean they count?
If you have a double of
They
that,
count to me. You have the book, won't you?
I was gonna say they count as long as you have him.
No, because then you could just have no, it doesn't count as how many Flash books are there in total compared to Green? What is he? Green Arrow or Green Lantern? Green Lantern.
Green Lantern stopped publishing for about a decade.
But how many? You know what I mean, though, right? Like individual books. How many?
There's a shit ton more.
Yeah,
Flash.
you mean like the legacy number.
Oh, a shit ton more Flash?
Yeah, the Flash kept
metric shit ton.
Okay, well, are you talking about the collection with his pops too? Because that motherfucker is nuts.
I don't collect pops. You'll beat me. If we're talking pops, no, pops, he's won, no doubt. There's no doubt in my fucking mind that he'd beat me in pops, but I don't.
Is he? Isn't he going for the Guinness Book of World? Yeah.
amount of greed.
Oh gosh. RCE, didn't you go to the last con and get like 35 of the fucking 300 goddamn exclusives?
There you
I'm
go.
pretty sure. Hold on, Chad. I'm pretty sure you sold me one. I think these are from you. So I got. There's 2 of these I got from you. I got you 3. You got me 3 of these covers. The Batman covers. You got tons of multiples. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, Chad.
What are you talking about?
I think that's why he put the LOL in the end of it. Because I'm pretty sure we know how Chad
And I think
rolls.
he picked up like 10 of the banana variant of Wolverine or some shit, like crazy amount there.
I think it was 15. I think it was a crazy amount.
Dude, and then he
So I'm
made so much
guessing
money.
you're wearing a Marvel shirt just out of the irony, right?
Yeah. I couldn't find any good. I couldn't find any good DC shirts. So yeah. You know, so I do
Does
like
that- I mean,
Marvel,
for-
like Iron Man. I'm trying. So now I'm starting to collect Namor. So I just got Namor.
Why Namor?
Because he's so cool. The Submariner's badass, dude. Are you telling me? You telling me you like the Submariner?
Well, just why? Just give me a reason. Just give me a good reason why.
Because I like the story. So I've been reading
What-
all the comics.
What about what? Like what do you like?
He's like a more badass Aquaman. Like Aquaman's all right. I've got a couple.
He's fucking fishy, bro. They're all fishy. Who cares? Once they're out of water, right?
Well, yeah, well, because I can't be like every other dude that's like, oh, let me like the X-Men, or let me like who else is popular. Let's see.
So what I realize is that I don't like the mainstream heroes. I think I figured this out. I think I figured it out after reading a few books, and I don't think I like the mainstream
In
heroes.
your mind, what are the mainstream characters? What do you refer to as mainstream characters? I mean, let me start over. What are you not liking out there?
Well, it's not that I don't like it. It's just that it's because I like them. Don't get me wrong. I like what I read, but there's like a couple. Of course, the older ones that I don't like. It's like Kazar and shit like. I'm liking the more
Go Big 8.
like Nexus. It's independent. I think I like more independent. That's what I'm. And then like, let's see. Hold on. I'm gonna look. The Amazing Spider-Man was okay. Black Panther was eh.
Call me Gordon.
Captain Marvel was nah. Civil War I didn't like, but maybe that was just because it was Zero setting everything up.
No.
But Marvel, the Hulk, Incredible Hulk was cool. I like the Hulk. Legion, I liked Legion
Legion was good.
for Marvel. Power Man, Iron Fist, I like. Quasar, I actually liked.
Dude, my boy.
Okay,
Iron
so
Fist.
no,
So you know, there's
so you like refer to as B guys. You like all the B listers.
Is that what it is? Is that kind of what it sounds like?
Yeah.
And like the Batman external, I didn't really. It was cool, but let's see. I'm trying to see. Okay, so this was issue 15. So you know what I mean. So maybe, I
know.
definitely missed some stuff. So Catwoman. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you'd like Naomi then. If you like the C-listers or the unknowns, well, she was known for like all of the 10 minutes.
And go ahead and hate me, but I really like Lobo. Go ahead.
Dude, Lobo isn't even that bad.
Seriously?
Yes, yes. Seriously, I really like Lobo and
That's
how
funny.
badass he is, and how he's like, "Fuck you" to everybody. I like it.
I wanted to ask Flash some shit, bro. I was curious.
Okay, go ahead.
Yo, do you have any idea how you might have caught the corona?
Well, I'm assuming because a lady came into the shop and asked me to look at her truck, and she coughed right in my face, and then I'm assuming. I mean, I deal with the people though. I'm a pretty people-oriented person, so I could have caught it from anywhere. Where I work in Colorado was one of the first places I got hit really big with it. So that's.
I thought you said there was a nurse that had like a cut or something.
Well, yeah. Well, the nurse. That's why. Cause so this. Well, that's what that is. So that gnarly scar over there. That
shit.
Yep.
What?
I had a piece of metal fall into my arm at work, and it sliced all the tendons and nerves. So I had surgery in February, and then
Did you get your other hand?
No, just this one. So just all the way down there.
You're fucking. There you go. I was gonna say you're horrible at showing us.
Oh, I know.
Let's see that
No,
motherfucker.
go like this.
Holy shit. There you
No
go.
lower.
There you go.
Oh God.
Right.
You're like, check this out, dog. Let me show you.
There you go.
That ain't that bad.
That's
a
it.
tattoo. That's a
Damn.
tattoo.
No, look to the fucking Biggie. Look to the left.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
You
that
don't
ain't
see
that
it
bad.
going through the middle? Like it goes all the way up, dude. Like right there, all the way
I
down.
thought the fucking tattoo was like some obscene or some shit.
So I saw something else too. To be quite honest, I saw something else.
So the nurse thing was, I've been doing physical therapy for this. So the nurse that was at the clinic was diagnosed and had it. So I'm pretty sure it could be one of either thing. So I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it was something.
Do they fucking like recommend specialists, or did they give you some fucking, maybe amoxicillin or some vitamin C? Like, what the fuck do they tell you?
Vitamin C.
I don't know, dude. I'm curious.
Okay, so no, I'll answer your questions, and I gotta go to bed. I'm back to work tomorrow. But they basically said we're gonna watch you, and they gave me I started because I don't know if you've watched the news, but the malaria pills. So that's basically what I was taking.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were.
Yep. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, do you mind trying this?" I'm like, fuck it, why not? Let's do it because it can't be worse than this.
Wow.
And they helped you out within fucking a week, huh?
Yep.
Well, you had it for like 2+ weeks, right?
Yeah, 2.5 weeks.
Oh.
Yeah, but you weren't getting treated or anything within the
I
past
don't think
2
you're
weeks.
fucking over it, dude.
right?
I think you're fucking still in the thick of
No
it. Like, you might not
way.
even be.
You remember
think
when he was coughing on here, Biggie?
No, I think it could get worse, bro. I think that it has phases. I think it's a bad fucking deal, bro.
Do you remember when he was coughing
I
on here
remember.
though?
Yeah. It's like you get sick. He was saying he had fevers, bro. That's worse than fucking coughing.
Well, did you lose your smell or taste?
Yeah, you know what? Actually, now that you mention it, my taste still isn't right. Like my tongue, kind of like the tip of it's all weird, but that's about it.
Yeah, I heard that there was.
They say it's going to take a while for that to come back. So
Yeah.
you might be looking at a couple more weeks for that, because when it coats the tongue, it actually deadens all those that ability for you to hit those senses, the sour, the sweet, the bitter, all that. It coats that, so it doesn't allow you to have that taste.
And how long were you in the hospital for?
Well, the first week I was in and out. I was in for 3 days the first time, and then last week.
Oh my god.
But yeah. Well, because
Y'all
it was,
make me-
But the next one, the one where you disappeared for like a week, were you in there for 7 days or something like
Yeah.
that? Or
yep,
Was
about
that
five.
after you gave up your hospital bed for the 82-year-old man?
Yeah, that was after. Yeah, because the fucked up thing about all of this though is that you feel like it's hard, man. Because you sometimes you're like, oh, it's just the sniffles. You're like, oh, it's just the fucking flu, whatever, because that influenza B, you have the norovirus that makes you want to fucking die and everything else. So you're like, oh, it's not a big deal. Well, then you're like,
and then it's the chest.
yeah, the chest,
Oh.
yeah, and that hits you.
Oh,
Yeah. Dude, just don't leave your
Biggie.
house, Biggie.
Me and you, bro, we
What?
smoke, and that's. And do you
not
smoke?
good.
You don't. Yeah, see, and Rob,
that's
we don't
me.
even know. We don't even know what the
I-
fuck happens to those vapors.
I'm proud of you,
Well, I'm an
Flash.
ex-smoker.
I think that
32 years,
it's
so.
it's a brave situation you're in, and that you're coming out and you're sharing. And
Brave.
I get more information from fucking Flash than the news. Like shit, he's actually going through it.
Dude, the
So,
news, because the
I'm
news is
rooting
all
for you,
fake.
dude.
Well, the news is all
Yeah.
fake, dude. Well, because I've been following this since it was in China. Like, call me a fucking conspiracy theorist, dude. But I said,
No,
you know what I mean? I was following this shit. I was like, wait. I was like, Donald Trump, like, I'm not going to get politics involved, but I was like, you dumb motherfucker. Why would you let 80 sick people in here with this asymptomatic bullshit into our country? And I was like, dude, that's it. Watch California get hit first, and then boom, California got hit. I was like, oh, we're all fucked.
I can
So-
explain it.
no,
Because
gosh, Rob.
No, he got a report about vaping. So when the intelligence came to him about China, he said, I don't want to hear about that. I want to hear about the teen vaping epidemic.
Hey, Rob, how are you doing with not being able to get your new books? How long has it been since you missed a week of books?
Oh, I went and got books today.
Oh, you motherfucker. How about you, Dylan? Did you get your books too?
Nope, not the last 2 weeks.
How's that feel? Because you was pretty faithful
It
to it,
sucks.
right?
Yeah, it
It
sucks.
sucks.
But I just guess I
What about you, Biggie?
ordered a trade or
You able to get
read,
anything?
so just gotta
I
read
was
that.
fucking devastated, dude, because I went and I got them last week, and I was pretty hype about that. And she said that she was going to try to do it again because she said she ain't going to just leave them on the fucking sidewalk. Like she's going to get them. So I went about an hour too late. I bet if I would have been there like an hour earlier, I would have met them at the same time.
Was it
But
closed?
yeah, the lights were on and the door was locked, so I knocked. But yeah, I think that I'm fucked now. I don't think I'm gonna get any more books for a while.
Call them tomorrow
Yeah,
because
I didn't even get them fucking last
said-
week, dude.
here in
Yeah,
Florida,
I
they
got
just said from the governor finally that midnight Friday, they're finally going to put Florida on lockdown. But I mean, even police in everyone's texts are going, yeah, even the cops aren't liking this because that means extra shit for them to do. So call ahead and maybe you can arrange a meeting where they go, you put the money on the ground and
Right.
I'll put the books
No,
down.
last time I bought it was straight up. It was no receipt or nothing. And I gave them my phone number, but I should have took their fucking cell phone. That's what I'm regretting now. Like I should have grabbed that. But oh well, I'll get over
Well,
it,
I
dude.
mean,
So literally
for
that
me to
big
get this book, I had to go to my local 7-Eleven and meet her to buy this book. I mean, that's where it's getting to.
There was
The
some
guy at the
shit coming
7-Eleven store was looking at me like, "What's going on?" And I go, "Dude, it's not a drug deal. I'm buying a comic book."
I'll tell you
Oh,
the
yeah.
shit I missed the most. It was I think they were going to have, you know how that dollar DC has dollar books now.
Yep.
I think they were
Mhm.
going. I think they were going to do the fucking first McFarlane Batman, dude. I wanted that motherfucker, bro.
Which one?
What print?
McFarlane Batman?
The fucking McFarlane Batman, where he's just standing there and it's a cape and
Yeah, with the little
That one.
ornament, with the
Oh.
little
the
miscolor.
first one, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's
see,
fucking nice.
Isn't that the one that has the little misprint, like that it's not fully colored in?
Yeah. There's some
Like
parts
that
of it.
all orange
up.
background with like
I
healing.
don't see it, Rob. You got to grab it.
I'm trying to
that
get
it?
it. I swear,
Right
Rob,
up
give
there
me
in the
about
corner.
5 seconds. I'm
I
lagging.
see it. That's it.
3.
That's it. Yeah, they were going to have that, dude, for a fucking buck.
Worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't fall. Don't fall. Don't fall.
I don't know
So-
if that's for sure, but I think it was coming.
well, see, so my LCS that's an hour away. They hooked me up. See, they got new comics because they got the new Thor #5 already. So I got my copy of. Yep, I've got 4 copies of each of the variants and everything else. So I'm waiting to see if they don't release.
Yeah, I don't think I got Thor 5. I'll pay you for Thor 5.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm marking that shit up. That's gonna be like gold, dude. Once it doesn't come out on the 10th. No,
Oh yeah,
I got it.
I got that She-Hulk True Believer last fucking week. I got 2 of them.
I'm gonna.
hook
Well,
you up.
if you guys want it, I'll send them as AOKs. If you guys want one of each, I'm keeping one of each for my personal collection because I do love the new Donny Cates Thor, but if you anyone who wants one, I'll send it to him for free. A-OK.
Regular cover, fine with me. I just want to read it.
Okay. Oh, it's
I would say, yeah.
I got
know
you
I've
on
got
my
a couple
Instagram.
cards, I'll just wait,
Yeah.
but fuck, dude, that's rad. That's
Read
damn.
what?
dude, that whole box of books I got from that shop, I paid $10 for because they're just trying to clear out stuff. I gave them some slabs and some. I mean, I bought a bunch of books that I probably shouldn't have just to help keep them up and going. You know what I mean? Because they're sitting in there waiting for people like me to be like, "Hey, you want to just come to the back and we'll load you up with books." So I don't
Is your
even
name
know.
Joe?
No, Michael.
Michael. Okay, I'm trying to find your Instagram.
So
Michael
you'll,
Schmidt.
yep, you'll see a big white pickup truck. That's how you know it's me. My big white pickup truck.
Is it under Michael?
No, it's M. Here, I'll type it in chat.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, be sorry.
Yeah, God Tank is asking, did some shops get new books, meaning the ones that were supposed to come out on April 1st?
I think so.
And-
I think
And,
they already
and
paid.
yeah, and I heard. Well, that's the thing is, I heard a couple of shops were privied and did receive some books, but I have
Dope,
not heard
Rob.
anybody. I've not heard anybody say they got them.
I got all of my books. See, my shop was.
I think Robbie got his.
Because
You know, I got mine last week. Today, I just got back issues.
I think Robbie got his, and I think Professor Bill did too.
Pop culture.
Yeah, Pop Culture and Comic Book University.
see, it's weird though
Right.
because
It's
don't
probably,
know.
I'd say like maybe like 20% of them still got them, and the rest didn't.
I'm gonna go eat spaghetti, dude.
Maybe 30.
I just wanted to hop in and say hi.
all right.
Yeah, I'm about to bounce myself.
Hey, no,
Hit-
Biggie.
Yep.
Hit me up with your address, Biggie, if you want that Thor, and then Rob, send me your address on IG, and I'll send both of you guys a copy for free. Just tell me if you want the variant or the normal one. I don't care. So
What Thor are you talking about?
the new Thor number 5.
Thor
that's
number
supposed to come out
5.
of the 10.
What? Stop lying. How the hell you
Yeah.
get?
My shop, dude, they're selling everything, dude. And I know the owner really well, so he's just like, dude, I'm not going to be able to sell these books. So he sold them to me at
You got
cost.
an extra one for Dylan? Because if you don't, I feel like
No,
Dylan
I've
really
got-
needs it up.
I got one, dude. Dylan, hit me up
I
on
got
IG.
I got 3 coming myself. That's why I don't want to. I mean, I would love it, but I got 3 coming
Yeah.
myself, and I don't want to take it away from someone who might only have 1
Won't they
coming.
come out next? Did that come out this week?
No, next week.
That's what I thought. That's what
damn. Fuck yeah, I want that, bro. Fuck,
All right.
nobody's gonna be able to get that.
That's why hit me up on IG. That's
Dude.
what I did. I shit my pants when they told me because I was like, I'll A-OK it to whoever as long as I get to keep my 1 copy of each. So I'm trying to spread the books out to people who want them. I got
wait, he giving you Venom?
which
Oh, wait,
Venom?
25. That don't come out next week because last time Venom and Thor came out the same week.
Yeah.
I think it comes a week after, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be the same week again.
No, I think it's the middle of the month.
No, but I
It's
have
supposed
to
to be
get
the middle
going,
of the-
guys. I got to go to work in 3 hours.
What's your IG?
Here, it's in the chat.
Yep. Later, Flash, bro. I'm
I
rooting
got
for
you.
you. You're gonna kick this
this one here.
fucking shit's ass for us, dude, so we can all be inspired, brother. You know what I mean?
I don't think I think I'm good, dude. But any of you guys need books, man, hit me up and I'll send you guys books. I'm trying to get rid of stuff, and like I was telling. I mean, I've been on J Blitz and with Jigs a lot, mainly who I've been live streaming with, and it's like I told them. The reason why I'm even doing this is just I want to share love to the community. Like I remember when I was 5, I got my first comic book. I want other people to just fall in love with the hobby. You know what I mean? I don't care about making money. I don't care about I'm not in it to sell. I'm not trying to flip books. Actually, I did flip the shit out of Hell Arisen 3 and Batman 89, but
I remember that.
Hey, just make sure that they, pay for your hobby.
I still need that variant for issue 3 of Hell Arisen. Everyone fucking chomped them up, man.
Yep. But anybody, dude, hit me
Damn.
up with books you need, and I'll send you what I can. Like I said, within reason. I'm not, I'm all for giving away stuff, but I'm not gonna start giving away $100 books yet. But eventually,
Yeah, no.
Hey, it comes and
Hey,
goes,
Dylan,
man.
did you get his ID?
What up, baby?
Hey, Dylan, you get his ID?
Oh,
I'll be
no.
hitting you up for it.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I
I
did.
already did.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. It broke up.
Oh no, I don't. I don't.
Did you get
I
his
just-
Instagram? 'Cause I'll be
Oh
hitting
yes,
you
yes,
up for it.
yeah. I just follow the white pickup truck, right, boss?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Right.
A white
Yeah.
pickup truck.
Yo, people
Better
have
than a
pussy,
white
dude.
pickup or a white van.
Dude. I appreciate all y'all, man. Fucking some Rob Wurst, Dylan, 1-2, Flashpoint, brother. All y'all stay safe, man. Keep it clean, brother. Wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Do all the shit we gotta do, dude. I'll see
Yeah,
y'all later,
if
brother.
we stay safe, we can all get through
As
this.
always, big.
Later, Biggie.
Take care, baby.
I'm about to get my ass to sleep too.
But I'm
Ran
gonna-
on 3 hours of sleep
Yeah,
today,
I'm
man.
gonna knock it out.
All right, guys. Well,
Yeah, you were with me a lot.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
didn't even.
anybody want to come back on? Anybody want to
No, I'm
come
jumping
on?
off.
I'll do a stream.
No, I'm gonna jump off. I want to actually tell everyone, one, in the chat, thanks for hanging out. Two, on the panel, I'm gonna start over to my left. Dylan, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you doing the whole interview with me with Frank Gogol. Those of you that did not get to see it live, it was a good thing because it flopped. We had to have Christy Shin come in and help us out. Rob, I appreciate you hanging out with us.
It's
I've
uploaded
been
now,
having
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch- we can-
when
you
we
guys can
initially
watch
did
the
it live,
replay. It was a great
it
interview,
died
man.
out.
It was a good
So,
interview.
hey, Rob, thank you for being here. It's always a pleasure, man. And I can't wait for the day that you actually have all your books logged in on CLZ and you can just kind of do this and show everybody. That's going to be fucking awesome.
He
It's
didn't
gonna be
even know what to do with himself. Hey,
Oh, what
I
is
got
that?
all those, but they're
What
not.
Moon
They're
Knight?
like super low grade. I have that, but it's
Hey,
super
Flash,
low grade. It's like
I
a
am
half
so
of
glad
one.
that you're feeling better. I am glad that you're healthy. I am glad that you're over this fucked up coronavirus. And yeah, man, the fact that you can now hang out with your family and not worry about getting them sick and all that,
Yeah, man.
I'm sure that must be awesome.
Yep. So yeah, I plan.
And Hunter, dude, I'm glad that one, you got to jump in this community. You've only been in here in a couple months, and you've got to see what it's like to one, be inundated by how this community is, and the fact that you got all these cool books that in a time when we're all fucking locked in, you out of all of us have the most amount of books, even though you have the least amount of books. So I applaud you, dude. That's fucking awesome.
Dude, it's so amazing, brother. It's insane. And like I've been talking to a couple people in the community, you know, of course I'm gonna find some stuff that's I'm not necessarily into, and I'll be passing it on. So just to let you guys know, you know, I'm not just gonna hoard all these and nothing like that, you guys, and I'm not trying to flip them or anything like that. So I just want to let you know that all those AOKs and are much appreciated because I'm a new member, and they're not going to waste. And like I said, if I don't like something, I'll pass it on. Like I have no problem with that. Once I read it.
Sure. You gotta find out what you like. So
Hey,
and
Hunter.
so hey, you know what? Tomorrow I will be back on. I'm sorry to cut you off. I'll let you jump in there, Flash, but I'll be back on. I know everyone's, we're all trying to figure this out, but I know everyone's been doing live streams and we'll be jumping on with one another. So, hey, everyone, I'm going to start with Dylan. Let's cruise around the clock. Tell everybody what you got to say, and let's move it down the road. Dylan, hit him
Not
up.
much. I just got a stream with Robbie Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, and I'll probably have a couple reviews coming out in the meantime. So just look out. Just have that bell notification. So we'll probably be going live a lot. I mean, what we do, like 3 live? I did one with Dustin, so we did about 3 lives today. So I got a couple days off. So we'll be hanging out, man. We'll be hanging out, no doubt. It'll be a good week, man.
Oh, I was
Cool.
just
Hey,
going to say,
Rob.
there's also Jim Kingdom that winds up streaming all weekend long. I'm sure Dylan's on there.
Oh, yeah.
I'll probably be on there. Biggie, the whole community.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I do know on Saturday that at 5 o'clock or 3 o'clock Eastern time, Life with Two YouTubers will be hosting a event because her daughter, Rena Brown, has Isle of the Dark coming out Saturday. Otherwise, my name is Rob Worst. I host the show called Not Near Mint every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Had one tonight. Not many people came because everyone is a little scared right now, but we still do it every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on my channel, Rob Worst.
Oh yeah.
Hey guys, so I'm back now. I plan on starting my YouTube channel. Thank you guys for subscribing. I don't have any content yet. I was going to start opening mystery boxes, but I got stir crazy and it opened everything that I had, so I got to start rebuilding. I'm going to start a podcast though, I think, because I think a lot of people don't appreciate as many people as appreciate Marvel as DC as they do Marvel. So I'm going to start doing a podcast, I think, of some sort regarding not just Flash, but a whole Marvel, like the DC universe and with Marvel mixed in. I'm hoping to have my first video up shortly. I still got to figure out how to film. That's kind of been the big problem. I'm gonna be doing giveaways. Like, I mean, I know Jigs and everybody says not to, but I've got tons of books. So hit me up on IG. Like, I've got no problem sharing the love. Tell me who you like. Tell me what you want. I've got indies. I hate indies. So you want The Walking Dead? I'll give you The Walking Dead. You want Thor? I hate fucking Thor, so I'll give you Thor. Like, whatever you guys want, but I'm here to give back to you guys. So this is just a hobby for me. So let me know what you want. So,
Awesome.
I'm here.
Dude, Thor, really?
Well, hey, I'll definitely be hitting you up, man. And I know if there's I think you just put the word out. I have a feeling a lot of people in the community are going to be hitting you up too.
Yeah. And guys, I haven't really been active too much. Been working, thank goodness, through this Corona. So that's what I've been doing. But if you guys want to cruise on over to my channel, I think I'm gonna stream. Feels like it's a little early. We'll do another maybe hour or something if you guys want to cruise by. And when I get some new books, I'll be putting them out.
Sweet. So you heard it. Everyone, cruise over to Hunter's page, and be looking for all of us. I'm going to be dropping content this Saturday. Charlie Stickney interview, doing the Artist Alley. More than likely, Dylan's going to be there. We'll have Christy Shin as our regular co-host. Wednesday, more than likely, Dylan will be there. We're going to have another Artist Alley, and we're going to be showing Mia Buns that defuck. And I'll more likely have my daughter do a review along with co-hosting with me on that one. And then the following Saturday after that, look to see what that is. We're doing a lot of Artist Alleys. It might be Dylan Gilbertson. I haven't decided fully yet. I'm trying to get the book to Dylan before I have the other Dylan on.
Great show, by the way.
Thank you. So we're going to be doing a lot of these things, and community, we greatly appreciate you. And from 1-2 Comic Talk, we are out. Thank you.